true?
Literally, the coaches will not be able to speak. In about 6 minutes time, they will no longer be able to talk to their teams. A breakneck pace to call these timeouts, and obviously something that you have to worry about, right?
Predictions for 5 years at Salt Lake City. Yeah, they're probably. I don't know if they make main stage or not, but yeah. I mean, listen, I just think like right now, I think EU is so ahead. Beta-wise, like what likely in my head, I think the way EU play the game right now is absolutely beautiful. Steph, see the subject, I appreciate it.
That's exactly what's
I think like G2 or Falcons win like easily. Honest to God, I'd be very surprised if G2 or Falcons do not win the Salt Lake City major. Because you gotta think like look at Brazil, right? With the now obviously I don't want to blame the format. It's your fault if you don't make the major, but like look at Brazil for example. Like they're sending Los and you know Los and Nip.
Really bad for one of these teams. There is nothing to save you at this point.
No, that's exactly right, Parker. The Nitro will miss up there on the top floor.
Typically teams that you wouldn't expect to like take a ring, you know.
The uncharted territory also remains on the bomb site. Top floor.
I think a lot of regions, like typical international contenders, were not able to like make it. They weren't able to perform enough to make it. I think that like kind of opens the and then EU is so far ahead. I think G2 or Falcons just simply win it. Holy fucking shit! Baby Shark is such a problem on this roam. They tried to soft pressure for him while he pushed up bottom blue too. Baby Shark was just way too fucking aware. Mountain up solar. Amaru now. I don't know what Amaru's gonna be used for now. Maybe the K9. He's gonna go fast K9. C4 flies right by him. He's close. Try not to get powered out from K9 double now.
So it's only a matter of time until the sleeping giant wakes up.
Now they're just fully committing to this. Fully committing to solar take. They start planting the bomb though. That's the biggest issue. Shield can get in. He can get close, closet, and plant the bomb. Yeah, plant's already going down. He's putting the pressure on.
Kino will now attempt to get the diffuser down.
Left the wild card now to retake. No one in closet. No one close to closet. Wow, there's this is a beautiful take. I actually love this take from Dark Zero. I can't lie.
By Dark Zero. Baby Shark, the only player on the board.
Especially Clash ban too on the third ban is knowing that they're gonna abuse the shields that much more. Knowing that Wildcard used it on Chalet against Abedi the last time around. I really like the way they played that take. I mean, it's very like solo gunfight dependent. I can't lie though. Like they only had 2 people going solo side. If any of the solo side people like lost their gunfights, that would have been it, you know. But they had full trust in each other.
Some damage is done to Baby Shark in this position as he now goes down below, but ain't gonna happen. Nope. Sorry, this round is going to go in favor of Dark Zero, languishing on the stairs. Eventually, somebody will get it. It's NJR.
Ooh, bang, bang, bang.
A huge round from Nick, and DZ will stop Wildcard's streak at 2 as DZ regains the lead.
Be opened by Discord.
Yeah, another really strong push coming out from Dark Zero. Parker.
Does this
I mean, they've
game
got that
matter
control.
or both already
Really
qualified? This game matters.
If you can get that bottom floor
this
control,
game is a qualifying game.
Stairs, you can easily force the plants just inside the breach, try to get that master diffuser down. It's really tough to stop that as a defender because if there's players on the big window, players in the bathroom window, you really just don't have good positions. The one player who maybe could have stopped it, that was Kansan. He gets fried by NJR, pushing up behind his Monty up through solar, and it ends up being a really nice plant to come through from Kino. Ideally, as the defenders, you want to do something to disrupt that, but the fights on the backside of the bomb site work.
Arguably, NA's 2 best teams here? Yeah, exactly, but like we don't know how it translates to international. Who do you think is going to win, Fed? This game, at least, I don't know. Maybe Dark Zero. Like, gun to my head, I'd say like Dark Zero, because Dark Zero is a team that, the core that has typically dominated other NA teams inter-regionally. And Wildcard is a team that struggles regionally and dominates more internationally. So I would say more so DZ off the top of my head, but also Wildcard has been shooting recently.
Again, the usual scoreline is 4-2. You see it across.
Can you help me study for my biochemistry requirement? Nope. Memorize your amino acids, little boy.
Even if it's not your map, you should probably be taking at minimum 3 rounds.
Double info strat for Wildcard, Pulse and Valk for Bar. Very interesting. I wonder if they're gonna go for the hop out. Pulse could be used to like look for a lobby push and outside lobby door, and we used to get a lot of info in C4 for lobby walk, so I wonder if that's what he's gonna play for. No, he's playing in sight right now. Maybe just to gauge out a sight hit or like a direct. I mean, he's got his pulse scanner now. He's gonna be able to see everyone on library about. He's gonna be able to convey this info.
A lot of that doubt should be quieted by now. This is a new look than what we saw in map number 1 against.
Yeah, he's gonna convey all this info to the player's top library. I wouldn't be surprised to see the library top best player like kind of give his position.
In the group stage or even in the very start of playoffs, they have grown a
Bay
lot
gets fired off a little bit.
Period of time. But their toughest challenge still remains in front.
Did he not just back up to where he could die from
Best
K9
of
double?
three.
Or did the K9 double
No
is not there?
in this one. You're gonna have to take down every
There's only
single
one person
player
there. Look
on
at this
this
info he's
TC
getting though,
roster.
Kansan.
It's gonna be tough.
He's gonna tell his
Look
team that
how
like
good
there's only
they
one
were
person
in
here now.
Undefeated, a flawless group
They flipped the
stage
push.
for
It's
Dark
full
Zero.
solar across now. Look how fucking fast DZ flips their push, by the way. They went for a top Bez Uto dump, immediately flipped. Wow, Keto just ADS is straight up. Holy moly.
Another pistol kill for him.
Big flank, big flank, big flank, big flank, big flank. Oh, but shut down immediately by J9.
Oh, he's good as gone. Punishing, smothering, suffocating, whatever.
DZ's just so decisive, bro. Like their siege, DZ style, this DZ, like this call out style of siege is so effective against North American teams. You see that they dumped their Uto all top mez and they just insta flipped. Like how fast is that, bro? Insta fucking flipped. Insta fucking flip, bro.
Wrong. Kino with the final kill. A flawless end to the first half. DZ up 4-2.
4-2 attack.
Could've been
Attack
even
is a
worse
stronger
for
half
Wildcard,
though.
Parker.
Watch
5-1
Jinxie
on
Buddha.
the
Yeah, I
team.
got you.
If
Let's
you're
watch.
standing close, I'm not gonna hear that.
Down to 10 seconds.
Yeah, this is for all the
Smart
control
react,
players
over.
out there, man. And then we're gonna do Competence Amp episode 1.
Defuse your bombs.
Jinxie, wait. Jinxie on the higher FPS might be a fucking demon, bro. Jinxie, all the Jinxie excuses might have been correct, bro.
Same ping, same frames, no excuses, man. Just straight up dick. Bro, is he just...
Jinxie's actually moving with crazy confidence, I can't lie. Anyone chatting about Muda playing CG asking did he get banned as a below room temperature IQ? Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Like I just feel like you can like I feel like a good amount of the people asking that could deduce a lot of the information if they just try to think by themselves, bro. There's actually like zero critical reasoning skills within the heads of a lot of these people, bro. Like even Crespo, like top 10 rage baiter of all time could probably deduce all these things, bro. This is why I VIP the rage baiters in my chat, bro. The rage baiters in my chat at least have critical thinking skills, bro. Holy moly.
He has to punch the barb too.
Wow.
Op 4 eliminated.
Wow. Wait, Jinxie's actually moving,
It's like
dog.
a little baby puppy.
Jinxie's actually
Like a little
moving,
puppy
dog.
that's lost from home.
Jinxie's actually just fucking
Buddha!
moving on this guy,
I know
bro.
you're deafened because I'm in that head.
Uh,
Deafening's not gonna save you. You will never beat me as long as we're on the same frames.
Wait, Jinxie?
This is my game.
Holy, Jinxie's kind of cold, bro. Jinxie on Pete. Wait, Jinxie. Okay, is Jinxie like right about the FPS shit, bro?
Bro, if he plays mute, I'm just gonna go gridlock nades.
Just as good, if not
moly.
better. to battle back against this
moly,
4-2
bro.
deficit, Parker, because Dark Zero continue to be the most impressive team in North America, and in my mind, by a country mile this stage. It really does feel like their roster moves were exactly what they needed for an organization that had been struggling in recent years, just with the roster moves they had made, not making it deep into events like they're used to. It's good to see this DZ team finally posting a roster and looking
Bar
frankly
side
kinda
could be
unbeatable in
direct.
North
No
America.
Thatcher though. Could be direct fake, I think.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
What is the
DZ
sense
fans
for?
have gone through half a decade at this point of
Maybe just a
personal
walk.
competitions every
Yeah,
single
definitely
time
to
their
over
team
clear. I
plays.
feel
will
like
say
no
this,
shield
though.
for wildcard. Dark Zero ban
NJR
Capital
was on that
Grim
DZ
wildcard
roster
ban
when they
Thorn
won a major, so at
and
least you
Wamai.
got to see your
Very
team
interesting.
make
Wamai
it.
ban. I guess they want to like nade flood out top mez a lot
American fans.
and make sure that guy cannot, you know, dodge the nade flood out. But honest to God, like I feel like Jaeger just does the same job just as well. So
At this current point in time,
I don't know.
it is really remarkable how good this team looks on such.
Wildcard getting ready for solar over. They're opening every single barricade on that guy. Newers kills a player already. Here comes a run out on the big window player. Wow, beautiful by Fultz. Completely picked apart. Perfect response by DZ. DZ, they should leave now. Oh, why are they so aggressive? I feel like after they get the 2 picks, they just leave. No.
Squad. Now it's NJR on the run over by Chimney. There was one a big window.
I feel like DZ went a bit too aggressive for more right there. I feel like right there, the moment, the literal moment they get the second kill, they just leave. They let that guy die.
Wow, they put a break onto the
Wait,
rush, Parker,
that's
but Viker's
crazy
still
that
the only
Fultz is
one
going
down
for this
below, uses the
aggressively.
smoke to get away, but he's
They're
not
playing to
fully
press,
gone
press,
just
press,
yet. The
press,
line
bro.
was Fultz
And it
plays
works.
with
Wow,
us and
Fultz.
stop him hitting
What a
the
vault
head.
angle.
Beautifully
So
done.
they're actually
Now another
aggressing
answer
so
for
crazy.
They
The side's
could
bar.
trade vaults. It is just NJR
Maybe that's part of the
that
game
they
plan. Maybe they're
into
sticking
it.
a game
There's
plan or
over-
something.
Almost half the
Holy
round
shit.
still to go.
I feel like that's maybe just part of their game plan, Chad. No?
I mean, you got to feel for
Like,
Dark
there's no
Zero
way they're
here,
aggressing
but
that hard if it's not
Wildcard
part of their game
answered
plan.
the
Like, I feel like that's just like a
and
fight.
they brought it.
And then if call out, like, if they lose 2 rounds in a row, call a timeout. All right, guys, maybe we stop fighting, and then we call it a day.
They weren't able to grasp, I think it was round 2 or round 3, was just winning fights. Again, strategy be damned. If you lose your gunfight, that's it. It's gone. Wildcard, using those DMRs, using their drone work, they were able to pinpoint these offside players from Dark Zero and punish them. Now it's all up to NJR. Got a nitro cell. Out it goes.
Grass is off the nitro cell. Knows the other player's there. And JR! Oh my god, he's getting to the VMR. Shotgun out. A shown pick, shotgun shot.
Forcing the engagement with
Yes,
Kansas.
he should
He
fall
will
back to
follow
sight
the
here.
4-7.
Wow, he trades and he wins it.
Trade!
He's cold. Oh my god, Nick's back. Nick Jr.'s back.
Are you joking
We haven't talked
me?
about Nick Jr. in a
Jesse,
million
there
years.
have
He's
been
fucking back.
so
Holy fucking
many
shit, Nick
trades.
Jr.
I am genuinely
Holy shit, Nick
dumbfounded how
Jr., bro.
this happens.
Nick Jr.
Me and
just
Kansas
won that
literally
shit for
kill each
real.
other at the exact same moment.
Aggressive. The game plan might be correct, bro.
Parker, so the mayor makes
Jinxie
it
just shit
happen.
on Muda. Jinxie is
NJR,
wow.
the
Jinxie is
1v2
dicking him
will win
down.
the round out for
He had a
DZ.
cigar out.
What an incredible play coming out from NJR.
What the fuck?
I really thought, wow.
I tried to warn you, this is exactly what the fuck's gonna happen.
Jinxie's fucking
I
cigar
tried to
out
warn
on
you,
this
is
guy,
exactly
bro.
what the fuck's gonna happen, bro. I tried to warn you. Mijo! Mijo! 3 more rounds, Muda. 3 more rounds, bro.
Secure the bombs.
I tried to tell you, dog.
Jinxie might be cold, bro. Jinxie might be cold, bro.
But to quote a great artist,
Well, Jinxie might have been
men
right
lie,
about the
women lie,
FPS
and
excuse
numbers
the
lie
entire
too. And
time.
I think NJR having poor stats is a perfect example of lying numbers because the impact that this guy has late in the clutch when he's forced to frag, but also earlier, droning
10
things
seconds
out,
left before
using his
insertion.
utility, calling for the team, getting traded when he dies. These are all
5
things that
seconds left
NJR
before
does for
insertion.
Dark Zero that don't always get picked up on the stat sheet, might result in him having kind of a low EPS, but I feel like he's played really, really well this stage overall. That prep clutch, maybe his best moment since the season began, but not one to forget. It gives DZ a big lead here on the first map.
Humongous.
Muda losing because he has no, yeah,
Dark Zero
cheatless
still
Muda
has
is kind of
their
like dog
own
shit,
map
no?
Up next. You know,
Muda no
DZ
cheats,
has
just
this
fucking dog
success
shit, bro.
on Uneven Labs,
Muda
but
with
it
no
is very
Wi-Fi.exe,
smart.
bro.
With a different roster and a different group of players, but
Muda using Ethernet.exe instead of fucking Wi-Fi.exe is terrible player, bro.
this team in purple on the left side of your screen. Now, obviously, they've got to get through Chalet first, but that round in particular was an incredible display from both of the teams. One where you kind of think, I don't want anybody to win and I don't want anybody to lose. Well, they literally traded. That's about as close as you can get to that happening. So,
Yeah.
can you give the round to both teams? No, you can't, but you can see stuff like that. And there has been a really big uptick in trades lately. I'm sure you've probably noticed. A bit of frustration, I'm sure, on the side of WildCard because the defenders get the round. It means that they kept safe.
That's why they've been to Amai, bro. They have a good,
starts
like,
off
fucking triple nade stack on the top
Jay,
mez.
obviously very mad about
You
that
didn't
one.
see
I
it, but
would
there's
be
people
too.
from
Ken's
Library
knocking a
double
nade
throwing
over
nades,
towards
stacking
Jimmy,
it on
gets
that guy
the
playing
all
in
clear
there.
now. They can
That's
begin to
nuts.
take
He had a
top
fucking
four for
zombie in
Wildcard, as
library
it's a
too. I
little
guess he
bit
should have
easier
too many
to
nades,
claw their
bro.
way on library side.
Too many fucking nades. Top mez player did in
What
fucking
year
half the
is
round
it?
left.
Good util from the team. They
But it
forced
is
Gino
master
back
though, so this
into
is not as
that nade,
impactful as
so
it were for a
credit
kill
to
for bar
WildCard
site.
for working that pick. It's creative, it's fun. It
Is
gets
blue
the
stairs
job
player gonna
done.
stay there?
Now
Fultz
they've
gonna
got a
stay
main
on blue
advantage
stairs
heading
here,
into
not
the
on a
last
zombie
half of
either.
This round, everybody from DZ remaining.
Interesting.
towards
That
the
should
top
be
four.
also
As I
another
say that,
isolated
Newer's
pick
actually just
for
dropped the dining hatch, and you do see that
DZ to give
outline
away.
of the
Wildcard is,
blue
as long as they
stairs
play the
well,
blue
so
stairs player
there
perfectly,
are
it should
players
be a
getting kind of
5v3.
aggressive here on this defense, hoping to get one of these players picked
Always
off.
looking
With
for the
this
vert
sense, you could be
angles,
setting up for a really strong
timing.
execute on the side of Wildcard. DZ can't let that happen.
Newers knows there's a player below.
Don't go that lion charge. Wildcard will see Adrian lose a lot.
Wow,
of
Fultz
himself.
1v2s.
Take some serious
The
damage.
clear onto him that he knew was coming.
The guns
That's
from
crazy.
DZ are just
I mean,
so
yeah, DZ are just
nasty.
winning their
Jesse
fights,
Schweiker
bro.
and Day, the last two standing.
They're winning fights they should never be winning, and they're just aggressing. Look at this shit, bro.
Timeouts at this point
He
in
walks
time,
back
so you
up
might
blue
want
stairs
to do
too,
this
and he
talk about it,
swings
especially
back out on the
Spike,
roof
the
guy.
last one standing.
I mean, this is
Best
just
in
nuts,
position
bro.
on the roof, so
This is
Fultz
just
has him
nuts,
in his
bro.
line of sights. Tiger's just gonna go fishing at this point in time,
Holy
and well,
moly.
he goes home empty-handed.
Holy
I'm sure
shit.
he'll tell his wife and kids how big the one that got away was. DZ unstoppable at this point in time, 6-2. It took 2 hours for the first map between 1 of 30 and 5 Fears to conclude. We were supposed to start this best of 3 at 5 o'clock. We were a little bit behind schedule. DZ said, all right, we got you, don't worry. 1 round away from Chalet going into DZ's win column here, Jesse.
And it just looks so confident. Fultz, no doubt the MVP, a massive 4K in round 8 to get Dark Zero up to map point. And Fultz has just been an incredible player. He is on the verge of breaking history, by the way, in this game. A victory in this best of 3 would make Fultz the first North American player ever to qualify to 10 different majors. He would be the 4th player globally after Cyber.
Jinxie
Day
absolutely
and
cooking
Alamo
Muda
all
right now.
achieved that feat
Holy.
either last year qualifying to Munich or in the past couple of weeks qualifying into Salt Lake City as well.
Holy
It's been
fucking shit. I
ridiculous,
made he's
the
out. The fuck did I
consistency
miss that? I
Fultz
made he's
has
out,
shown
bro.
over his career. The old man still got it with the 4K in round 8, and I mean, for Dark Zero, when you've got so many players with so much talent on your roster, it must just feel so good knowing that any single player can pop off.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a really nice bounce back for Fultz. And to your point, you know, he's so accustomed to seeing him on the bottom of Space Station and the bottom of a lot of these teams because of the role he played. Now, to his credit, he is the 2nd lowest rated player on the team at the start of today's match, and is again largely decided by the role that you play. If your top
6-1.
3
Holy
played
fucking
defenders
moly, bro.
are Echo Bandit Mute, you're probably not going to be fragging as well as some of your teammates.
Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna
but
lie,
he's
this doesn't look
missed
good for
that
Buddha,
memo
bro.
because he
Like, I
just
know he
got a
passed
kill
the
while I was
PC check
talking.
for the
Now
last 2
killing
months.
For Fultz on
But
mute, and now Dark Zero
he's getting
only
fucking
has 4
dominated
more
right
bodies to bury to move on
Like, that
very
just makes me,
fast.
like, what the fuck happened in that first week of
Tell he
him playing
wants to make
Siege,
it to
bro? Is
that
he just,
major, Parker. It's so
is he just,
important.
like,
5 kills straight over the last
Jinxie
2 rounds
wants
for
you to
Fultz. Did a
react?
lot of damage.
what did he say?
I
Fat,
might never play a video game on console ever again after
hey,
this.
Fat, react to this one. Wait, why is Jinxie so fucking, like, confident and cold right now? It's literally all mental for this guy, bro.
I put 30,000 hours into this game!
Wait, hold on. This game's on match point 2, Chad. I gotta finish out this game, bro.
It's gonna be really awkward
Hold
to do
on,
that.
bro. You gonna watch this back? Wow, 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 wow.
Terrific beginning of this map, but has
Thinks
come
he
back
slammed
down to
him
earth.
after
The
he
rest of the
turned
team
off
just
his
not
cheats.
able to pick up that
So,
slack.
I was so
Every single player on
confused.
Wildcard
What the
underwater.
fuck did Muda do in that first week,
We've
bro?
only won 2 rounds. Remember when it was
Like,
2-2?
that first week,
Representing
is he just
that
like a magical
It has been
being, you know?
catastrophic for Wildcard since then. And again, if the safe assumption is that they are now on the preferred side of their own map, they are not doing any better here, Jesse. That is the bigger concern. There's just so much for Wildcard that is not going right. At least Spiker on the window is able to see the derriere of Kino and shut him down. NJR is not far removed, so a potential swing. He can do some serious damage here, but they'll buy time. He gets clobbered by Bay, asserting himself over by Solarian.
Wildcard
Newers
is
has
gonna
gone
win
now
this
as well,
round.
so
I'm not
a
even,
great
like,
start by Dark
dialed in
Zero.
on
It's
this
all
anymore.
fallen to pieces.
What the
Wildcard
fuck, man?
managing to recover quite gracefully. They've got 2 more players on the side of Dark Zero to find. One of them flashed out. Fultz in that position over by the top of Library Stairs. He's now gone at the hands of Adrian. And it's J9O.
J9 1v4.
Staring down.
I mean, he has perfect
Hoping
plant
to see some
denial, but like
shadows
everyone's
or
gonna be
some
watching the
bodies, maybe
angles.
some movement
This is another wall
inside
bang.
the bomb site.
Can get it.
Diffuse kit getting planted. J9O
Does
opens
stop.
things
Oh,
up.
doesn't even stop
He
bomb plant.
stopped
Does stop it,
but
but
he
it
gets
dies.
outdueled.
Dixie versus Buddha.
What? What's his health?
We're eliminated.
What's his health?
Mission failure.
1 HP! He's one! He's one!
Holy moly.
Hell! Nah. Okay, so we 7-3'd them on border, and it's 6-2 on order. Bro, he's won. Oh my god, that would have been a 7-1 screenshot.
Holy
That would've
fucking
been a
moly, bro.
7-1
What is this clip?
screenshot.
What is this clip, bro?
That would have been a disgusting screen.
What is this clip, bro?
Yo, Fat! React to this one! React to this one, Fat! Daddy's on PC now!
I got you,
and I'm
bro.
going right to champion! Motherfucker!
I have to. I have to react to this after.
Gotta be proud of me.
I have
Gotta be
to.
honest, I'm proud of
I
me.
have to react to this after that. No,
Bro,
I feel like I have to. No, after the Pro League game, Chad. After the Pro League game. After both Pro League
then
games. It's gonna be a long
7-3.
stream tonight. It's gonna be a long stream
I
tonight.
mean, maybe I could go like ace, maybe?
Holy
Big moment.
moly.
If you get
That
the
is the
vibes
perfect
back
clip,
up,
bro.
you can start
That
playing
is the
more as a
perfect
team
clip.
and get that
I'll
confidence
watch
up,
it back.
and
I'll watch it back.
So often talked about by Baby Shark and the rest of these players.
Holy shit, thank you for the 5 gifted. Mark MS Sawaya. Holy shit, thank you for the 5 gifted, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Especially with how short
I appreciate you,
this
man. I appreciate you,
kickoff
man. I
is. If you
appreciate
have
you,
a
man.
bad day and you let
React
that
now,
momentum
dog. I'm
you
watching a
let it
major
affect
qualification
your
match.
potentially your teammates' game. That's
This
when
shit
the
means
chances go
infinitely
kaput.
more to me
There was quite that lengthy
than
technical
a 1v1.
delay
I
we saw in
apologize.
that
My
Fighters
niche is
130
Pro
matchup.
League, chat.
And you
I'm
saw the
sorry.
Fighters guys
I will switch back and
constantly
forth.
hyping
I
each
will
other
switch
up,
back
trying
and
to keep
forth.
each other motivated,
No,
trying
it
to keep
doesn't.
each other
That you are
with
fat.
those vibes high. And Packer was doing the same on the side of 1 of 30. It's very easy for you to sit there and stew when things aren't going right. Yeah, Bino's internet crashed.
Major
It
is
sucks.
just a
It's basically
qualifier
an
match
God
for
at
the
this
6th
point in time.
Invitational. True.
I'd be pretty pissed
NAL
off
Pro
if
League
I had to
Sob.
play a 4
True.
or 5 with a major on the line. But you cannot let it get
More
to you. You
qualifiers.
cannot, if you're
True.
wildcard,
Fat, it's just a qual, not
on
important.
your own map
True.
and admit defeat. You cannot start waving that white flag. You need to take every
Fuck you,
single
Fat
round
Jinxie
of
made you.
this matchup and more
Correct.
like what we
I
did
need.
for
Oh,
Wildcard
I need an
in the
incorrect
close
buzzer and a correct buzzer.
Coming in for the first time from WildCard.
Wait, Cat, I need an incorrect. I'm so
After
sorry,
that
Cat.
last ban to
I'm
bring
so
this
sorry,
up
Cat.
without
I need an
ensuring
incorrect
that
buzzer and a
in
correct
overtime,
buzzer.
if they do
That's what I need on my
require
soundboard.
They'll be hoping that overtime is up on the docket.
Holy
Baby Shark jumps
moly.
on it now, and we'll start to gather information in towards this mid floor. Very aggressive lineup from Dark Zero as well. Quite a couple of roamers running around on this top floor, but the flashes come in.
They're going
and
straight
fall.
side hit
Once
for
again, strike
wildcard.
first.
He's in. He's hopped in sight. This guy's in the shits though. Oh, probably a little too hard to get it off. I guess he's scared of the plant going down. Basing the shot though. No one on top. Retaking top library. Yeah, that's the weakness of having a retake horizontal strat. Biker just sticking it is crazy.
J9O gunning down Bay. Nade goes off. It was some martyrdom.
1v2. Repel post plant. This is impossible.
Will need to clutch out.
This is pretty impossible. I can't lie, especially with the backstab coming behind him.
Just gonna hop right on it. Falling off. There's nobody a mile away. I wonder if he actually could have stuck that, Jesse. There seemed to have been enough time.
No,
Maybe
no, he couldn't. The
a
guy would
small
have swung up from
opening. He
double
decides to
window.
go for the-
He's actually so blessed. Oh my god.
Wait, is Prime Muda back? Prime Muda might be back. Muda might have gotten warmed up. Muda might have plugged. Yo, Muda might have put something on the PCI. In the PCI. Muda might have. Yo, check the motherboard. Did Muda bend over in the middle of the 1v1? Did Muda bend down in the middle of the 1v1? Chat, hold on, chat.
Head? Nah, I think I barely missed his head. I think it hit like his neck.
Muda might have switched back to the Wi-Fi. Muda might have opened Wi-Fi.exe. Muda might have asked his PC builder to bring back that USB stick, bro.
He definitely has.
This guy got the This guy locked in the Wi-Fi.exe, bro. He actually fucking locked in the Wi-Fi.exe, bro. Holy moly. Yeah, we need a PC cam, we need a hand cam, we need a keyboard cam, we need a fucking dick cam. Muda turn that shit on, bro. Muda. So that's a trick though, is like Muda's nose is so big that he gets to reach with his nose down to his PC, and it doesn't look like he turned on a DMA, but his nose did it for him. Holy moly, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
It's a comeback by WildCard right now though. Low Kurt.
Yeah.
No timeout for either.
I think
of
so.
these
I think it might end
Wildcard
here.
that after the second round concluded,
Sense
Dark Series after
Striker.
the fourth round concluded.
Is this like
And
for a
it's
trophy
been-
hopping?
It's been great watching these teams
Got
play.
it.
They did get the dual timeout at
What do you want me to do with
halftime,
it?
which we've talked about before. It is a relatively new addition. But
Okay.
what? Oh,
Of all players that you could get to, it's the guy who has been having confidence problems.
Hold on, I'm gonna say goodbye.
Baby Shark, Baby Shark, Baby Shark just keeps on dying early again. His numbers are rough. There was so much praise that was heaped his way at SI, playing in his home country, in his home region, admittedly for a North American team. So maybe
Well, that's sense gone. I think they were planning to go for a trophy hop on what the
Wildcard
sense.
was able to achieve the results that they have over
I think they were going for a trophy hop.
The last calendar year, in fact, has largely been because Baby Shark's prominence on this team, and he has been unfortunately quite invisible outside of a round or two here on Chalet.
I'm very curious.
Clash 2 to hold the backstab. This is rough, especially if Fultz Especially if Fultz is like super aware of it. I mean, like, I think the only chance the wildcard have of winning this is if Fultz does not like, if Fultz like gives a gap on the backstab from library side over. Because especially with Sense gone, I feel like that's the entry power gone for the trophy hopping that they were relying on. What do they have to get in the map? They have nothing. I mean, I guess Striker. Striker could like nade dump, flash nade dump Owl, go for Repellent Solar, but I don't fucking know. Jinxie 7-3, holy shit. Holy shit.
Without Baby Shark, it definitely feels like this plant has, or this push has stalled a little bit, Parker.
Baby Shark has been the opening death 5 of the last 6 rounds, by the way.
Oh my god, he might have actually given it. There's a clash on piano
He's been
though.
playing high-value utility ops every time. It's a good thing
I don't think he gave away his position necessarily. They're in sight. Wildcard has fully hit the site.
He's now gone positive on the team.
Do they have Vert to stop it? Hatches up. Oh, that's Bay down. That's the top floor. Now there's full top floor control for Dark Zero. The biggest issue is how do they get the plant down? No smoke.
Back Dark Zero will go to the advantage with a minute left. Newer still has control above as well, so it's been a very linear execute for Wildcard. Nitrocell will go.
Ooh, C4 on a big window. This is good. This is really good by Wildcard. They put a guy on big window repel at the same time they were going for plant. That denies the hatch, which is the place they can stop the plant spot from. Wow, Wildcard actually managed to claw this round back. That is nuts, bro. That is nuts.
Now, as the daunting task of heading towards the bomb site, he's completely lost control. Wildcard will hope to box him out. Newers just needs to find his targets. He finds cans.
Is there Posty from big window as well? There's a big window upside down to I repelled in.
Within reach, and he'll attempt yet again.
He's just sticking it.
Last time.
Wow.
He doesn't do it
Wildcard bringing it all the way back. They're doing a crazy comeback right now. Yo, chat, how do you put cash into a bank account? You just go to the bank with the cash?
Up and sending us to OT.
Yeah,
Chad, is that how you do it?
They had full top floor control on the side of Dark Zero, but they just couldn't use it to stop that plant, Parker. They were a little bit too distracted by the players on those windows. Fault on the clash, I think maybe a little slow to try to fall back towards the site, and really good identification from Wildcard, noticing that, hey, if we can just go into the site,
what else would you do? I don't know, ATM?
Actually on the bomb site, we might
no, but I'm saying, like, do you need to, okay, sorry. Do you need to go to an ATM? Because my girl just said ATM, there's a fee, so is it better to just like, can you just bring it to a person at the bank?
Plant done, and it has been very nice to see Wildcard answering back, even without
like, I don't know this shit. I don't know shit about money.
Oh, absolutely. Now 3 rounds in a row. It's
deposit slip, no fee. Okay. Just go bank. Yeah, bring it to the. See, that's what I'm saying. Is that not a valid question, chat?
2 wildcard, then 3 M80, then like 2 wildcard. I can't remember the exact numbers by round. But first 2 rounds went DZ, next 2 rounds went wildcard. 4 in a row for DZ, and
okay, well, my chat just said I'm fucking stupid. My girl just said I'm stupid. Everyone thinks I'm stupid. Bye.
Never leading them. That is a bit of a problem. They did start on the weaker side. It is their map. They got more comfortable the longer it went on.
I just got double teamed by you guys, chat. I thought you had me back. I thought one of the 2 parties, so either my chat or my girl would have my back. Nope, both of y'all think I'm stupid, bro.
They are all rising to the occasion against significantly better than they did
Sense
yesterday.
on the holes to look down at the lobby. Interesting. This is actually very interesting. Because he has holes on the wall to look through the floor lobby on the walk up on the staircase.
But the PC checked it and worked. They forgot to check the hardware and his second crosshair, his nose.
What the fuck? I'm so surprised. Like, well, this is a crazy hit on the NJR. He's still on box, going nuke.
second. Baby Shark on the board.
NJR with
Look at
2
that.
DMR on
Baby Shark
fucking
has
box
not
versus
died.
an
He's got
entire
Kansas
wildcard team
leading
trying to
out.
crunch
That
on him.
will
Direct
hold
side hit.
Dark Zero in a 4v2. If
Wow,
Kansas
Nick
opportunity
Ju.
to
Oh
make
my
that
God,
4v1
Nicholas
up on Jesse.
Jr., bro.
We spent all this time talking him
Holy
up, but it
fucking
looks like
shit.
he
Put him
might
on the
be
anchor
reaching
spot, bro.
the end conclusion
That is nuts,
of
bro.
this map. Spiker, who has saved the round for his team many times before, will now need to do it again, or else Dark Zero, well, still in Wildcard's map. Uh-oh. He takes a lot of damage, Jesse. I don't feel good about this. Kansan finally dies. Spiker hits the Gizmot mine, so J90 will now know he's in the library portion. Spiker at the main door. Surveying all the openings. They're not giving him anything. Really good patience here by Dark Zero, Jesse.
Spiker's a brilliant player, but this is going to be tough. He's got time to play with. He's got the diffuser. He knows a lot of their positions, but they know where he's at too.
Nick Jr. is just... Nicholas Jr. is just the greatest, bro.
He makes his presence known. Bullet from NJR whizzing over his head. NJR hoping for a
Jinxie on PC might be the future, bro.
DZ will finish with 4 players.
I also just think it's a mental thing for Jinxie. Like, I think Jinxie just mentally beats himself. You don't watch. No, I'm not unemployed. Neither am I. I am employed. You can watch Alamau or Muda POV. That's not a match replay. Did you match replay Alamau 1v1? No, you can watch POV. That is not a match replay. Sir, you are stupid as fuck. Wow, you are stupid. Wow, you are stupid. Wow. Oh my God. And you misquoted me 3 times in a row. You misquoted me 3 times in a row, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I literally explained to you the context of all the quotes you were saying that I said. And you ignored those points. Like, you just moved past those points. Like, you didn't even give me a rebuttal. You just moved past all of these things that you misquoted. And everyone in chat's calling it rage bait. Chat, can we stop calling stupidity rage bait? Right? This guy is clearly just someone with a great deal of mental deficiency in his brain. A great lack of critical thinking skills. Right? A great slowing down of brain spinal neural functions. Everything, bro. That's it. That's it. There's nothing in his brain. This is the guy. This is the top 10 easiest brainwashed by his government people. Chat, you know in World War II when they were like doing propaganda to like get people to fight in like politicians' wars? This is like top what holy fallacy attacking the other side. How is it a fallacy? You're attacking me. You're doing the same shit. You're doing the same shit. You just said this when I don't even care about this. When I asked you to prove this. You're using the same amount of fallacy. You keep bringing up next thing after next thing after next thing and not addressing the things that I just answered for you. Give me rebuttals to the things that we're talking about instead of switching the topic 200 times. You bring up the word fallacy as if you know what it means. But you're just part of the horde of non-critical thinking skills people. That's what you are, bro. Back in World War II, when countries were making propaganda. Holy shit, folks. Propaganda. To get people to fight for politicians' wars, you are #1 person to get brainwashed immediately. Every single time. Every single time. You are the first person to go fight in your politician's war. You believe in every single CCP poster you see, dog. Holy moly. You cannot fathom a world with critical thinking because you don't possess it. You cannot fathom a world where I said everything you've already accused me of not saying.
Team on a bit of a odd trade, but
hey,
a win. He's got his work cut out for
what
him
do
here.
I know, bro?
I don't like his odds very much. The craziest part is you mentioned how bad this bomb site is.
How come when I contextualize everything I say, this topic changes?
10 seconds left. Sees the Izami of Spiker. He expects there to be 2 there. He's right, by the way. He just can't hit any of them. And then Adrian backstabs him to send the round away. A good start for Wildcard. They take up round #1.
Yeah, I think just an aggressive defense coming out from WildCard. You know, the site's not so important if you're taking gunfights and battling all across the map. You can kind of get a little bit more active.
Hypothetically, if an NA team was placing E or vice versa, what region would adapt for? Depends on play style. It's all a play style dependent thing. If you played a similar to NA play style, you would get rinsed because NA players already know that. But if you played a unique EU play style, you would do quite well. You would do quite well.
I should say to step up and get another kill mid-round onto J9O, so that kind of deepens the man count. And again, while Faults made it close, Faults made it messy, it wasn't quite good enough. NJR and Kino in the 2v3, not able to play.
If you just turn into Chinese Jinxie, yes.
Themselves an advantage. So it's WildCard to strike early here on DZ's map pick.
He's not in chat anymore.
Yeah, again.
Because that's like this guy switched topics 40 times and then just left the chat. I'm still here, bro, and you still haven't responded to a single thing I said. You still haven't responded to a single thing I said.
Hey, this map has a snowball's chance in hell of the attackers winning, and you opted to go on attack here. What was your thinking? And they said, well, we felt pretty confident.
So I'm gonna watch the game.
You know, we can come in and make
You haven't responded to me yet. I need a response. I need conversation. I've responded to everything you said, and you just kept bringing up new points. And you ran out of new
Go
points.
with the side that's safest. WildCard thinks that's to defend, and so far through one round, it looks okay, but still 5 more.
I'm watching the game.
Discovery phase in the midst of all of this.
But that's what I mean, chat. Like, that's like the typical representation of like the first person to get brainwashed by literally anything.
Back panel first and get away into connector.
Not a problem here. This is back to kind of normality, Parker, as you say. We're on to the strongest bomb site, as most people would call it, here on the top floor of Nighthaven Labs. I like the setup inside of IT. It's
big rat spot
Bay, but he's got this mirror window.
I mean, if they get the wall open, he's fine. He's gonna go for impact trick on the wall, though.
Kino should be able to do it, just going upside down rappel and popping the thermite charge just from above, but it's still kind of risky, especially with Bay holding on to 2 impact grenades. For that reason, they want to get someone in down below, try to force some players out of position. They deal a lot of damage to Baby Shark, but J9O is not able to do enough damage to get that kill. And here we see the wall, just a mess. They get it mostly opened, but closed back up by Bay. This is going to be a problem for Dark Zero.
But he's still alive. Moore's hyped up as that Solid Snake player you talked about earlier. He was able to get into the building, which is an accomplishment for Solid Snake. And Newers was able to get into the building to his credit back in round number 1 as the Nook. He just got picked off by Baby Shark very quickly. Still time to drone now for Dark Zero. An immense amount of droning so far through this round. Only worth noting because, well, some teams drone quickly and that's
They're going for split take? I think they're going for guarding con take.
Dark Zero
As opposed to garage. They're most definitely going for guarding con take. Or they're just getting every single point of pressure. Like, was Snake gonna just walk in garage so lower?
Before they meet their exciting and explosive conclusion. A lot of people have taken some damage here, Jesse, but with 1 minute to go, nobody dead yet.
Love this angle from Kino. He had an opportunity, but couldn't quite react fast enough to get the pick there. J9O still below. A lot of the mirror windows have been popped now. The util's been cleared out. They know that Spiker exists down to the bottom floor, but they can't worry about that. They've got to focus on towards the site. Less than 40 seconds to go here in the second round, and they need to start working.
Bucks underneath going to be able to clear out this player close. Yep, that's the player down. 2 smokes left to stop the pillar plant. No C4s. Snake has a big job here to backstab Aqua side. It looks like they're just flooding through regardless. Like going down pillar? Wait, where's the plant down? That's not pillar. It was pillar. Is it gonna go to like hard side now? Spiker sprinting back up Aqua. They're moving to the hard side plant, but Spiker might have hit the rotate of the century. Oh, I wish Spiker didn't know. If they had a Valkym and Spiker knew that it went rotated to hard floor plant, he might have actually won that round. That would have been a crazy clutch.
Brilliant push coming out from Dark Zero, and I want to highlight it.
Can you explain the logic behind the glass ban? Glass is really good for entering through like garage door. So top garage raptor's door.
The thermite being brought out by Kino. He opens the IT wall to such an extent that Bay is not really able to exist there inside of IT any longer. He ends up having to fall off relatively early in that round. Then he gets himself a nice angle over on the outer connector window, then the next connector wall. Then he opens things up and is able to just breach in the far left side, and it's just really good thermite play coming out from Kino that gets all of those.
How good is
walls
Spiker at
nice
clutching
and
though?
opened up at the same time. Another
Not as
clutch
consistent
operator
as like
down
Zach
below.
or
The
Brede.
bucket Jin,
I would say the top 2 clutch
displaces
players
a
in the
lot of
world,
those
probably Brede and
operators.
like Stompin.
Pops the mirror windows. He gets one of those picks before getting traded out by.
Brede has been
Spiker
clutching
down
a
on the
shit
bottom
ton
floor.
recently, bro.
Sometimes it's a bit the basics from Dark Zero, but they're used so well, they're used so perfectly, and again, the coordination is top notch coming out of this DZ team. So I love that push being brought together for the top floor. Once DZ know what they're up against, they really have a good time clearing things out.
Zach, can you be quiet for a round? You're ruining my viewing experience, and you better not say a word like a nerd and keep talking. No, you're right, bro. My fault. Souls, well, yeah. Souls, I feel like it doesn't happen every game for Souls, though. Like, I feel like we're all only saying Souls because of the recent one game we watched. It doesn't happen as many games consistently in a row that it does for like Brede or something. But definitely up there, yeah. Souls, Brede, stuff. Yeah.
So much so that our good friend Jack Fresh Allen has gone on a limb and said that DZ is going to win the major. Well, Jack, I don't know if you know this, but they haven't qualified yet. There is an entire possibility that WildCard.
Good response. Again, this is still a new point. This is not an old point. This is not an old point. But this is correct. What's wrong with this? You just said what I tweeted, which was correct. This is what Ubisoft said he was banned for.
Baby Shark will blow full sub, and DZ will not have the great start they wanted. Still over 2 minutes to
What is that? What do you mean? You quoted what I said without making a point off of it.
Kino has only one of.
This is what Ubisoft said he was banned for.
You don't want the audience to know about all the minion memes you've been sending.
We were correct. This is correct.
I don't know if you got into a fight with Yardy about how good.
You're putting your credibility on the line saying he's not cheating recently. I said there's a 99% chance he was not cheating recently.
And manages to get out of there. It's a bad spot for DZ right now as it will continue to get worse. Jane, I know, last man standing, half the round left.
Yes.
5 alive for WildCard.
Now give me the evidence that proves that wrong.
F2
it'd be kind of low key like fire for real. But guess what? It's not going to happen.
Pretty close to impossible at this point.
Ubisoft said he was banned for an account he cheated on 6 years ago.
Oh boy. I like going up above here. Probably the right call. He's got to recover the defuse kit. And we'll get a little bit more space, but the Thorn Trap reveals his position as he walks down these awkward
Numbskull?
stairs.
Yeah, Numbskull's a good name for this guy.
All eyes should again be trained his direction. Very disciplined from WildCard. And there's the final from Bay.
Yeah, nobody moving a muscle there. Bay gets the very final kill. But a lot of that was
please leave these melted people. Yo, I like the amount of names we're making up right now.
I highlighted how much drone work was being done from Dark Zero a round or two ago, and they just continued to go in spades. That most recent round, they didn't drone an awful lot. It was a much more linear take. It was much quicker. And no surprise that the one time that they don't spend 90 seconds outside of the building droning, they give up 2 picks to operators and players they didn't seem to have a good idea of.
Stupidity baited? Yeah, I got stupidity baited.
WildCard at this point in time, fundamentally very, very strong, and they're prompting DZ.
That has absolutely zero clue how PC checking works and how someone can avoid getting caught. He sold cheats. He has a level to hide them like what?
But it is a bit worrying that DZ.
So you're telling me? No. So this is my favorite one. This could be true. This could be completely true. This is a fair one to say, right? This is fair to say. Except, you're telling me that Muda is smart enough to somehow bypass Amcash level forensic traces, to bypass all the tampering evidence that they looked for, to bypass all that. He's somehow able to reconfigure his PC and use PhD level research to code in a bias level cheat that isn't even compatible with this CPU type. You're telling me he's smart enough? Wait. Hear me out. Because he could be, right? Yes, he could have the money to do it. He could be rich enough or smart enough to do all that, and he forgot to delete this folder. He was hiding this from us. Remember, he was lying to us about this. This is how we found the account that Ubisoft banned him for having. Chat. He's so fucking smart. He forgot to go in the folder where you change your server on PCR6 and didn't delete this folder that he was trying to lie to us about. No, because that's what I'm saying.
Typically hurt for money.
He's a trillion IQ, and then he forgets to do this. And listen, hear me out. That could be the case. He might have forgot to do it on purpose, right? He could have made it. He could have forgot to do it on purpose, right? If he forgot to do it on purpose, bro, and he did a bias level, he coded a bias level cheat into his fucking like motherboard, right? That's compatible with his CPU or his motherboard version or whatever the fuck it is, and like he didn't delete that on purpose to like point the arrow to him cheating 6 years ago. That's the main reason. And he lied about it, and he like Oscar level acting lied about it to make it seem like that's the reason he wanted to hide. He could have it. He could have it. He's that's the greatest fucking like. This guy's Leonardo DiCaprio, bro. You know what I mean? W Bay Rat. I know y'all. I appreciate people actually making this game.
He doesn't like the angle. This has just gone from bad to worse. Attack timeout.
If he did all that on purpose, he can have it.
It's a nice shot from NJR.
He could cheat in our game, bro. He could have it. He won. He beat me. He beat me.
Things up after that
I lost.
Their most dominant round yet.
Continuing to improve.
No, wait, but I'm saying like this is the spot in your computer that you change your server. Everyone that has played PC on Siege that has at least reached platinum should know this. This is where you change your config file to change your server on the game. You change your fucking server on the game. You're telling me he was lying to us about having another account. He wanted to hide the fact he had another account, and he forgot to delete this?
I think it was round 7 or round 8.
He's a genius. He's a fucking genius. Walks up a beef. I think of this up and do ads. Appreciate it, man.
From quick glance, it looked like WildCard had every single player positive. And yes, there it is. Every player is technically positive. Baby Shark is dead.
He's a fucking genius.
Don't count assists for this stuff. Baby Shark is 3-3. Everybody else is positive. Nobody is negative.
He is a fucking genius.
And it just goes to show you how spread out this is. WildCard is a team with a ton of depth. Even when they had Dash on the old roster, he would usually be the odd man out from a killing perspective. But there were lots of games where he would be pretty good and was able to match the aggression from WildCard. So kudos to everybody for pulling their weight. They seemingly have been able to slow this Dark Zero advance down way better than they were when DZ was attacking on Chalet.
Yeah, 100%. And even Baby Shark as the one even player maybe has been the best player. Certainly, I think the most consistent. Very important in round 1 and 3 to get those opening picks to set his team up with the game. Now, you're right. To be able to win the game
reading chat.
The impact that he had. It's going to be kind of awkward now for Dark Zero to battle this one back. They would go back to Kitchen Cafeteria. So not just the bomb site that they wanted to bring out round 1 to try to catch DZ off guard, but
people think, wait, this is a straight Kitch window hit. Parker. I think they know it's prep, so they're just going to go. Oh, the Goyo charge is going to kill every single one of them. Wait a minute, they all live the Goyo charges? Holy shit.
Both of them, Adrian looking for a third, bites off maybe a bit more than he can chew.
They're in. And he get up on the vault spot and plant the bomb, though, is the biggest issue. Clash falling at the retake. Now, this Clash is going to be a huge issue if Clash gets close.
Everybody on DZ.
J9O finds the Clash.
I don't even think they're at a full 100.
Which is off his gun. Wow, good swing by DZ there. I'm so surprised DZ managed to navigate this round, especially with the fact that they popped the fucking Goyo on their window hopping.
Kino, NJR getting defused, get down. Nobody is there to stop him. It's all up to J9O to
picking up his boy off the Goyo charge. Nuts.
So what opportunity for WildCard was present is now completely gone. They'll have to work against the time and the 3 remaining players of Dark Zero. Baby Shark repositioning with the Clash maybe to buy some time for Bay, but Bay now scampers off of his position. A bomb site completely swarmed by Dark Zero, and they're going to bring the heat to these defenders. Kino rushing on in. Baby Shark pushed back. He sees J9O. Kino's not able to cover him. Now it's all up to NJR and Kino as J9O is finished off, but time is running out. Bay and Baby Shark can kill them all, but they need to get to the defuse kit, and they're not gonna get the
holy moly, DZ actually won this round. Beautiful micro play in that little fucking like cosm of kitchen right there. That's fucking nuts.
get the final 2 players a wild card when it was already past the point of no return. DZ put up their second round.
Great answer. Just going for the rush right into the A bomb site, and that's a brutal one for WildCard because they were expecting it. They were ready for it. Spiker was literally hard holding the cafeteria window, the kitchen window. When that rush comes in, he had 2 Goyo canisters on the window as well, but it just
we just want to know BS answer. That's what I'm trying to give you, though. That's what I'm trying to give you, Marksman. And I appreciate you for being reasonable. But that's what but through these investigations and the match replay and stuff, that's what I'm trying to give you. Now, people can get me more match replays from the games that he looks suspicious, like the games you're referencing. I would love to look at those, but no one's ever gotten them to me. In fact, I get ghosted by people, bro. I get ghosted by people, bro. Why don't you guys rack, if you guys want answers, rack on the pressure to send me match replays. With that being said, I'm trying to give the no bullshit answer because this right here is speculation. This is speculation, right? No one does this. No one does this. Okay.
And again, these teams.
Chat. No one wins a major in their first stage as a team if none of the teammates have ever teamed with each other before.
Without going into overtime,
right?
So WildCard were able to
I don't know,
they've got a lead here on DZ's map
because the logical leap from you beat Bolo in your first week to you are for sure cheating is too far for me.
No matter what happens,
is it suspicious? Hell yeah, it's suspicious.
Runaway winner in the second
but
half.
I found a for sure answer.
It has been across maps 1.5 at this point. I don't know if you agree or not, but
that's
that
it.
Seems to be what it's shaping up for.
I think it really depends on how WildCard look on these attacks. We haven't seen them play Nighthaven Labs all season long. We haven't seen DZ here either, but just the fact that it's their map.
That's it, bro. That's it. I found a no bullshit answer. Everything else does not have enough hard evidence pointing at it. The answer that we found is the one that has all the hard evidence and the confirmation from Ubisoft themselves.
Back down towards that mid floor, trying to defend here on storage. Last time it was a very similar offline.
Your answer was not foolproof. How is it not foolproof? Okay, if my answer's not foolproof, then Ubisoft is stupid. Ubisoft also, my answer's the same as Ubisoft's, bro. I guess Ubisoft's wrong. Then here's the thing. Here's the thing now.
Right back on the Baby Shark, and DZ will now have the upper hand as Bay dies too. So Dark Zero showing their teeth, sinking their fangs.
Here's the thing.
Defense, and only 3 kills away from tying up this first.
Go take your problem with Ubisoft. That is Ubisoft's answer. My answer is Ubisoft's answer. Go take up your problems with Ubisoft. Go. Go. Get out of my stream and go at Ubisoft support on Twitter and go cry to them about it.
He doesn't see the shot.
Your problem is not with me. Your problem is with Ubisoft.
Most common scoreline that we'll see goes to pass. WildCard takes the first half.
Confident coming out from them. They should be.
Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you. Fett, please talk about the game. I'm sick of Muda. Me too, bro. I actually hate Muda.
6 rounds deep.
God.
Well, 6 rounds deep, and WildCard are showing us that maybe they don't need to make a crazy comeback this time, Fox, that they can jump out to an early lead. The question is, can they keep that early lead?
I mean, you'd like to hope so. That's
wait, chat, when y'all say RT, does it mean real talk to you guys or retweet?
One of their best maps, if not their best map. That's a reason why it's one of the main bans against them, because they are very dynamic. They add a lot of layers.
Retweet
it seemed early on that Dark Zero was dealing with it correctly. They're always making sure of the C4 below.
The fuck is real talk?
I like DZ's approach at going for execute heavy attacks.
Boomer.
And on a map like this, you only really need 1, 2.
I thought real talk only came up when like
side swap. The bigger question is just going to be how has WildCard improved.
I thought it only came up because Twitter changed to X and now it's no longer tweets.
On their own defense.
That was Lab was tiring. What up, Froshi?
Their attacks, but when you focus on their attacks,
bet you're the go-to let these uneducated people spike your cortisol, bro. But they do, bro.
Lack of connection and trading.
No, the only thing that pisses me off is like I've already like detailed out so many of my points. I've already contextualized them. I've already been very careful with my words, and it's like people that will have not watched any of my videos in their entirety will come in and keep asking the same questions over and over and over again, bro. That's the part that pissed me off the most. I'm like, go watch a video. It's like me citing a paper, bro. Go watch the video. Go watch all the videos. Watch the whole series up until this point.
What they're calling, they aren't overreacting. Even if things are getting chaotic, everything is clean. It's one or two people calling out something. It's urgent. It's clearly a necessity for them to make sure that comms are clean. And unfortunately for them, it was only a 2-4
high cortisol equals views. I agree. I agree. That's a jinxie method. Will we be at the next major? No, I will not be. Well, next major is SLC major or Japan major. I'll be at the Japan major, hopefully, if they invite me. It'll never be enough. Just go ahead and show your feet. Word.
And we actually got an inside look. We know what that
I think you covered the situation very well. I agree with everything but the 99% clear cheat check. Yeah. So this number, you can disagree with this number, bro.
On the pillar, bro.
Because the thing is,
I killed the metal guy.
with my knowledge of cheats, like and what we've seen with PC checks before, is that the only cheat that could have bypassed it is if Muda literally coded his own BIOS level cheat, right? That's the only thing. But if there's more cheats out there that people have knowledge of that can bypass it, then this number can change, and it can absolutely be wrong. So I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you, Wade. And I appreciate you being more civil about it, Wade. I appreciate you being more civil about it, Wade. W Wade, everyone chat. W Wade, bro. W Wade. W Wade. Very respect. That's very respectfully worded. You wouldn't need a PhD. Well, yeah, but if he's doing that, bro, like holy shit.
I don't know about that. I think
that's fucking
if they'd gone 3-3, they still would have been okay. I don't want to read too deep into the attack versus defense split. I do think if WildCard can be coming into this and
he's Leonardo DiCaprio, bro. This is my Wade. For me, that's my character-based argument that I like launch back at the people that make like speculative arguments. Here's my speculative argument, right? Like I know it's like fallacy, it's wrong to do this because I say it's wrong to do this, but my character-based argument is this guy. If that's the case, he acted so well, not knowing how a DMA works. He's Leonardo DiCaprio. We were looking through device manager and then looking for tampering with device manager, and he's like, "Why are you looking at this?" And then Reapin was like, "Don't act like you don't know, man. You cheated this whole time." You remember when Reapin was literally like, "Don't act like you don't know. Don't act like you don't know." Like, and then he was like, "I don't. Like, what is this? What are you looking at?" Bro, this guy's literally like Oscar level acting. Oscar level acting, bro. Blue Bears, I give the stars. I appreciate it, man. I know he's a chronic liar, but like actor is insane.
I just don't know how I mean, maybe I'm a silly man, but I don't see how Iana fits.
Look, if he cheated
Spikers are already on the Ash,
and he forgot to remove his past banned account that he like you see chat, here's the thing is that if he did all that, he staged a lie too. You guys have to realize, like, oh my god, what a rap I knew was. But listen, you guys have to realize
he was shooting the head of the Yana clone and he ended up
he also staged a lie. He faked a surface level lie. You guys realize that? That's the craziest part. I need first date ideas. I said to make plans with a girl and down the pressure on. Depends on the girl. What type of girl is she? Do something she likes. Like for me, I like going to jazz bars. I'll go to a skating rink. I'll go to like, you know, I like doing shit like that. If it's someone chill, you know, maybe we'll just get go get boba, you know, like. But that's me, you know. Or we go to the library, but like, or we go to a record store. You go to a record store. You go to a bookstore. I like to do like chill things like that. Depends on the person, bro.
Maybe Sophia buff while you're at it as well. 1 minute left in this round. Neither team with an advantage at this point in time. WildCard still hanging on to their lead. They take down one, immediately traded out. Bay is good enough for an NJR kill, not good enough for a full skill.
Recognize the esports jersey on your profile. So an arcade, right? Like my first thought would be arcade.
Their control rafters as well, but that's about where the control stops, Parker. They need to get somebody either inside of connector or inside of Aqua. It doesn't seem like Aqua's going to be doable.
Poba and back shots kind of guy.
And he's the one holding the fuse kit. So if he dies, this would be a critical.
All right, what's the play here? Hop into E-box. Good pre-fire, but wow, Foltz, the movement. Wow, Foltz. Foltz is literally playing out of his mod. Foltz is playing amazing. Look at them doubled up on fucking Aqua.
bomb sites, hoping for somebody to overextend.
Defensive side, DZ looking strong so far.
Very firmly in the clutches of DZ, who take the round and shrink the lead to just 1.
Alec Faults looking hot with it today. Beautiful play just over towards E-Box. Shuts down that push as it comes on in. Again, hunting to be the first North American player ever to attend 10 straight majors. Not in a row, I guess straight's not there, but 10 majors total. Canadian could join him tomorrow as he plays his last qualifying game down in the lower bracket. So lots on the line, but a great round to come through from Faults. And a fun fact for you as well, Parker, coming into today's playday in the North American League, we had seen every
real shit. A Reddit forum says Muda was selling cheats that he coded himself and was gloating that he used a computer all his life. Yeah, so that's the thing though. You're telling me
every attacker has been seen
so so this would mean he staged a lie.
Cause for celebration. We love
like that's my character argument back. I know people are tired of this in chat. I'm sorry, I'll stop talking about it right after this. But like this is my main point. This is my main character based point, okay? He was trying to hide the fact that he cheated on an old account before. He was trying to hide that at all costs. He was texting Jinxie and texting me that he did that and saying he didn't know he would get banned for it or not. He was trying to hide that, okay, from the stream. And he forgot to delete it from here. This guy that knows so much about Siege shit forgot to delete the account from this folder while being smart enough to clear everything else at a hardware level. He's Leonardo DiCaprio. He staged a petty lie. He staged a petty lie. Is this guy fucking Einstein? Holy shit! Like, this guy's the greatest. If he did that on purpose, y'all could be right. If he did this on purpose, he can have it. He beat me. He beat me. He's like fucking Yagami. He fucking beat me, chat. You know what I'm saying? He won. I lost. I lost the fight. He won.
Maybe reading into that a little bit, not wanting to go down towards the bottom floor, despite how it's been so popular historically. Spiker takes a bit of a duel just inside of Garage, but has to back off. Doesn't like the angles with that DMR, deciding it's best to just try to play back around with his teammates. Top floor clear underway now. There's 2 defenders, 3 defenders even up here. Kino, Janino, and Fault trying to lock things down from above.
Only damage so far done to WildCard. Kansan will die after Spiker took a bit of a beating. These attacks have fallen apart a little bit, but Baze found an exploit. Walking right in, taking care of Full.
Jay's in the shit. He has to fall back to, oh, good C4 from NJR. I could have sworn there was an Aqua entry. The Aqua entry gave up on going for it. Maybe it was scared of Garage window when he dropped. They didn't know if he had Garage control. Easier gonna fall down. This player's fucked though. 2 minutes to get out though. Fall off. Is this basement site?
They were going towards the site, but
no, this is storage.
Sticks around, and that's good enough to equalize the numbers. Now with 65 seconds left on the clock, these last 3 players on DZ have been kind of scattered. NJR going for a flank up the lobby stairs, hoping to retake up above. If there's no drone watching for this, that could be brutal. But we did see one just tossed out there, and the angle's ready too. Misses both crosses, but NJR has been found out, and he'll have to go straight back to the bomb site.
The stalemate that we have right now, damage spread across all of these teams. Newer's guns down Baby Shark. That means they have to stop the plant. Spiker cannot find the coverage that he wanted. That might require Adrian to get into a new position, and he does, but J90 still has control. Now it's Spiker on an island. He's being hunted inside a storage. J90 from above will seal the deal and tie things up. Both teams sitting at 4 rounds.
Nicely done by Dark Zero. What I admire so much about that defense in the 3v3, Parker, is how you didn't have anybody.
Did you see Jinxie City's perma switching to PC? That'd be fucking lit. What did you get from Black Eyes Packs? I didn't use them.
Up, challenging the window to take down Baby Shark. Nobody's just sat in their spot trying to hold on to things, getting scared of where WildCard.
Uzi, they know to check for 2 PCs because in order to use cheats from a different PC onto your first PC, you would have to have some sort of fuser or device to link the 2. And so there would be evidence of the device or driver, and the device needs drivers to run, right? Like there would be some sort of evidence in the forensics trace of the device linking the 2 PCs together. That you said you would stop talking to it.
But DZ with the momentum here.
Timeout being
not saying DMA, he's saying playing on different PC.
Later timeout than what we saw in map
then
number
he
1.
recreated his
One
desktop
timeout given by default
on the
that's at
PC.
halfway point. That's
He's a
after
genius.
6 rounds. For some teams,
He's a
that's
literal
not the
genius.
halfway point. Sometimes a little more. Sometimes it's a little less. So Lagonis is going to try to.
Then he's a genius.
Now,
I took pictures, guys. I took
Wildcard's
screenshots of his
entering
desktop.
largely
Okay,
by
people
themselves.
don't like.
This is something
I
that
just
we
realized the
really
reason why people don't like. People don't see the amount of effort I put into this shit. I took screenshots of his desktop from before and after he started and stopped looking suspicious, and the arrangement of applications on his desktops are exactly the same. And obviously, whenever he downloads new games, I kept track of that, so he played new games, and they would add on to that. And so he perfectly recreated his old desktop and all the app locations, and he's a genius. He's literally Einstein. He's literally like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, at that point, he beat me. He just outsmarted me. He's literally the greatest, bro.
Then you're gonna end up getting beaten by the defenders, who absolutely are running intel ops and are running some of their own nuisance ops. So Wildcard will have to change things up, and they have. They're gonna bring the Blackbeard. They've got plenty of fragging power, and they are absent a dedicated hard destructor. They will run solely with Kansan, having those secondary hard breaches. Best hope he doesn't die early.
Adrian's got some too. Sometimes the striker it'll catch off guard Parker, but they do have a little extra cans here, so they are fine. Nobody dies early anyways. Adrian in some danger there, but he's okay. Basement will reveal itself. I talked about how neither of these teams wanted to go here, but Dark Zero apparently do want to choose this bomb site. It'll be third in their rotation. I don't think you're wrong when you say Wildcard don't look the most coordinated on some of these clears. They don't look bad on the coordination, but they just don't look quite as together as DZ did. And I know that's a high bar, but that's what they're playing against at the moment. Lots of damage down onto J9O. Recognizing there's a heavy pressure over towards lobby at the moment, but can't do much to stall it out.
Early blows yet again. This time it's J9O who suffers through it. Adrian taking a little bit of damage too. So
Okay, check out the new video, Spoit versus the Many, last chance for either of them. If you didn't watch yesterday's stream on the Pro League game, Spoit versus the Many game, elimination game, it was a crazy game. Won't spoil anything. So watch that. From clear wild card. Immediate sword control. The Dark Zero want to fight this. They wanted to fight for the entire other map, so looks like they want to go for a fight identity here. 2 solo roamers.
Good early pick. But
Dewart gets his Vert control. This is huge because he gets Vert over Swords.
Here on the top floor, he is relatively alone. Now that Kino has fallen, he's going to make a bit of a play here with the impact grenade. Inside of Warehouse, there are a lot of wildcard players.
Garage.
Spiker. I mean, there's players that are
going for garage control. They does not know there's a ram outside. Oh, that was a huge gunfight for this round. I think that determines the round right there. Especially with Foltz now stuck here, he's fucking fucked.
Continue to improve, looking to regain the lead.
Foltz is fucked.
Easy to hang on to those rounds for quite some time, but it
double vert.
Go
for a kill, NJR.
NJR now all
Nick
alone.
Jr.
In a 1v4.
I think they see his gun barrel, no?
Control. They've got the defuse kit, and they'll find NJR.
5-4 Wildcard.
Will stem the bleeding. 2 rounds for DZ, but Wildcard.
I'm gonna get my guys. Thanks. Loki, y'all ever like any of y'all live in big cities and like you usually eat a place or not? I think I'm a pre-fire a buzzball before the date. Froshi, bro. Okay, here's my thing. It depends. What's your goal? If you're fucking desperate, sure. But like the way I treat it is like if a girl doesn't like how naturally awkward you are, how naturally nervous you are, like they're not the right one. Are you trying to find a wife, or are you just trying are you horny and you're just desperate? Because I've always treated it like being nervous means that like you like someone. You should be nervous. It means that it means a decent amount to you that you're going on a date with them and you want things to go right. And if they see that as an unattractive thing, then they clearly value the wrong things in life, right? So yeah, that's my thing. A girl that appreciates how nervous you are, appreciates how much effort you put in, and can accept you for being human is a good person, you know? So
of this contest will be the second team in North America to clinch a spot at the Salt Lake City Major. For those that didn't watch our
I want to just open the YouTube stream. I feel like it's better here. I feel like the YouTube stream is just better here. This one.
Our game that had some unexpected twists and developments. Go back and watch at least map number 1 if you're curious about what I mean. There were some tech issues on the side of 1 of 30 that we frankly really don't see at this level. DZ is hoping to go up 2-0 and escape this matchup, then go up against 5 Fears in our very next and final match.
Why don't you stream on YouTube? Because I'm lazy and I'm stupid.
Is really testing them, and it's in fact WildCard in the driver's seat here on Dark Zero's map. Wouldn't be that abnormal.
No one here is ever getting to use Fets out of us. Well, I just think like
all that often, but when you get to this level and you find teams this evenly balanced,
I just want everyone to end up with good people, you know?
As our tiebreaker.
I want everyone to be good people and end up with good people, and that's the most I can hope for every single person in my chat.
The major still hangs in the balance.
But obviously, like, it just depends on what you want and what you don't want. Like, some people do want the drama, you know? Like, that's why, like, you'll see people, like, date toxic people 70,000 times in a row. That was me. That was me. Some people, like, internally, they don't know it. They don't know that they want drama, but they, internally, they haven't healed yet. So they're just, they search for the toxicity and the drama, bro. Subconsciously. You see that people, same people end up with the same fucked up people over and over and over and over again, and it feels like you can't save them because you can't. It's up to them. Do they actually want to heal and fucking better themselves?
If you allow
like attracts like, bro. Likes attracts like, bro.
Inside a meeting, they can have so much extra control. But for now, that position has been denied. Bay outside the window's done a bit of work, but really WildCard unable to take that space.
We all have a chance to meet someone that's our equal, no drama, same values and respect. Yeah, and that's what I mean. There's skill-based matchmatching out there in the real world too, bro. Like toxic people will end up with toxic people, and healed people will end up with healed people, and semi-healed people will end up with semi-healed people, and that's why you work through your trauma together. Like there's no right or wrong. It's just like
direction for Dark Zero. Adrian though showing signs of life for WildCard.
Like if you
out will go that ROU projector.
Ooh.
Trying to tear strips through Fultz as he exposes just the
look.
back of him.
Oh my god, he actually crossed. Wait, Kino's on some movement right now. Kino actually crossed through that fucking sense grenade. Wow, that is nuts.
Because Adrian mistimes the gadget. That is bad luck for WildCard.
Clash just needs to literally just stare at the breach and they win the round. All Clash has to do is stare at the breach for the plant and no one peek and they win the round.
Yeah,
the only chance you're a wild card of winning is like a miracle backstab entry from Bay. I doubt it's gonna happen though. I mean, a vert pick could happen on Kino, but he has no idea.
You've got to go down and help Kansan.
He just jumped outside to avoid the vert. Kino's so smart. He literally jumped outside to avoid the vert, and they can't walk down 90 either because of that. Wow. Look at him. He's just outside, bro. Holy tech. Oh, and he's like, it's like the psychological effect of that too. Chat also, so like, okay, for instance, my example of skill-based matchmaking in real life. Okay, chat. Have you ever noticed that all men are trash girls always end up with the all women are whores guys? Skill-based matchmaking, bro. Like attracts like, bro. That's it. That's it, bro.
Of lounge if they want to push towards the bomb site.
It's just skill-based matchmaking. You match up with people of your same rank. That's it, bro.
Gonna play here and ends up being a big distraction. Doesn't get any kills from that spot, but enables those frags to come.
The more you work on yourself, the more you bet. Like, because that's the thing. Everyone might spawn in from a different place of like emotional maturity, right? My mom used to scream at me and yell at me, so I never learned emotional communication. I never learned what healthy love looks like because my fucking dad has been gone since the day I was born, right? So I never got that. So I had to go through a shit ton of toxic relationships, right? But then when I actually took time to like reset and like fucking learn and better myself, that's when I started meeting better people, bro. So like that's it. That's it. Not everyone spawns in perfect, but like I promise you guys, if you work on yourselves, the right person will come with you. I promise you. I promise you, bro. We're all fatherless, bro. Yeah, I'm typical fatherless.
Plenty of teams in the fight. The only ones that have been knocked out so far, other than Outlast and 100 Thieves, who failed to make it to the playoffs, are Cloud9 and M80. Everybody else is still very much in the hunt. Now, the lower bracket's starting to get a little busy, Jesse, because we've got 1 of 30 and Shopify Rebellion playing tomorrow, and then we'll have Space Station playing the loser of this matchup. Space Station looked pretty damn good against Cloud9, so maybe they've made some improvements here, but Cloud9 as a team overall maybe has still some growth to do, so might not be entirely Space Station's growth that we saw on display.
I need to order
That
for the
said,
fucking hungry as
Space
shit.
Station and Dream in particular, who might even be streaming this, as he is known to co-stream, watching intently to see if he'll have to square off against Dark Zero or WildCard. Those matches will go tomorrow, and it'll be our very final day of the NAL kickoff.
Plenty to play for. It's been a very fast
hello,
playoff here
Dumpling.
over the last couple of days, Parker, but that's
Pretty
really
fast,
what
ready to go to
brings
sleep.
the
Oh, word.
RPG, what keeps things rolling.
Kino opening pick.
Kino inside the building this time finds Spiker for the opening pick. Pick with the SMG-11. I'm not
Was he
sure
just
exactly
out
where
window? Was that a
Spike
spawn
is at when
peek?
he goes down.
Nuts.
Is he outside the window when he dies there? Maybe outside the breach? He's up above
Attackers
through the
recovered the bomb
floorboards. It's a
diffuser.
nice shot with the SMG-11 to give the early man count over towards Dark Zero, and it puts some panic into WildCard now, who have to clear this top floor down a man.
Yeah, rough spot for WildCard. Dark Zero could absolutely grab the bull by the horns here and take a huge lead, setting themselves up very effectively on series point. They've got 4 more targets to find. I will say to WildCard's credit though, Jesse, they do surrender a lot of early picks and then still manage to salvage the round. Might be challenging now as Spiker and Adrian are gone. Adrian
Getting pushed from
joining
bottom
the
garage now. Is there a guy on the
IGL?
window? He went straight to the window, picked off. Good refrag fill by Newers. Still players bottom garage. Where's the control players at? Control window. Oh, it's castled off. Wait, Clash might have put himself in a bad position right here. Clash is getting pincered, but he doesn't know there's no one behind the Clash.
Zero's map to lose. They've managed to figure out where Fultz is.
Wow, good positioning and patience by Nick there, or Newers, or either or. Holy fuck.
Newers and NJR with 1 apiece, and DZ are 1 round away from making the major.
And another critical round to come through from Kino, Parker. He's the site
SLR
player with
kills. They
hard
give the sub
anchor,
to
but
ad.
he
Appreciate you,
doesn't
man.
care.
Appreciate you.
Couple of big swings to get them to the 2-man advantage, and then even when Kino dies in
Chipotle,
that round,
double
he's
chicken,
baiting somebody to
white
walk
rice,
in
black
from
bean,
bottom
sour
garage,
creams,
which
corn
gets
on top.
Newers a
I've
kill to
spoken.
get them
I
into
like
that
brown
4v2
rice because my fucking
advantage.
bowels
Even
need
when
more
Kino is
fiber.
dying, he's providing
I need to
value
order
for
my
his
food,
team.
bro.
He's helping everybody get
There's a
that
typical
man count
restaurant I
even
usually
higher,
order
so it's
from, and I
crazy
stopped
to
for a
watch
while,
that
and then I
play,
saw
and
someone go
it
there,
just comes
and they
down
just
to
made it
little
look so
things
much better, so
sometimes,
now I need to go
going
get it
for
again.
swings, finding the right timings, hitting your shots. This one with the shotgun, it's beautiful time because Adrian is swapping weapons. I believe he's putting away that Grim Hive launcher, so it ends up being a massively timed play, recognizing what the Grim is likely doing after tossing in those Bs. So the game sense is just incredible from Dark Zero in that last round. They won 7-5 on map 1. They could do it again here on map 2 and make Dark Zero be that oh so powerful force headed to the major for North America.
DZ is played like a team possessed, Jesse, so it's wouldn't be too much of a surprise if
Chad.
they end up being the team that qualifies. The only thing that really would surprise me after those kickoff results through the group stages.
Does every American just order food every day? No, just streamers.
To make it for
If you
North
watch
America.
streamers a lot, they will
Obviously,
order
that
food
goes
because
down to where the
typically speaking,
brackets
they
are.
don't
5
have like
years
the
and
1 or
1
2
of 30
hours to like
was
make
the first
food.
match, so naturally one of them will be the first
Especially
team to
me.
qualify.
Like I literally like I work and then I come home and I immediately have to fucking stream.
Incredible to see. Let's
Be a
also
cat
not
for me,
discredit
Matthew.
this
They give us a
5
sub to the
Fears
ad.
team,
Appreciate you,
right?
bud.
DZ finished the group stages a +17 in round differential. 5 Fears finished a +14.
Yeah, it's really expensive
I think it's
overall.
also fair to say that the
I feel like you
group
just more so
ultimately
see
was
typically like
easier
just
for
streamers
Dark
order
Zeros
food.
than it was
Like that's
for
really
5
it.
Fears, just at least with the way it was played, maybe not on paper and in potential. So 5 Fears have looked quite
Kino
dominant.
Big Rats bought an
Obviously,
Aqua.
there will be
Oh
an
wow,
asterisk
good free
here
fire by
on
Bay.
their matchup against one of
Low key, I
30
want
because
DZ
of
to just
tech
end
issues,
this
but still
game
it
early.
wins away and they will
I can't lie. I want to see the
DZ
grand final.
hoping to join them.
Hamad12398 cheered Dex 100. Is this your chum Lego 40,813?
Yeah, it looks very similar to the last time
Lego
Dark Zero went down to
40,000.
the bottom floor, and I gotta say, Parker, I'm a bit baffled by this site selection.
How the
from
fuck
DZ.
do y'all know all these
Top
Legos,
four
bro?
is available,
It's
but
fire.
not being brought
I'm
out.
fucking
They
with
won
all
in
that.
round
5v3
7,
for
haven't played
WildCard.
it since.
Let's fucking
They've been
go,
changing
dude.
bomb sites up quite a bit, but this is the one site where WildCard.
I don't think I'm gonna have that as
WildCard
my charm. I
were
feel like that's
able
too
to
generic.
isolate gunfights and come away with the
If I
edge.
ever do get a
They've done
charm.
so again, taking down both
Then again, I
SAS
wouldn't know what to
operators.
get.
Kino and G9O hitting the deck early.
Looks
in
like Dark
this
Zero
round.
having a
Now,
lot of
Newers has
struggles
been
on this
spotted out.
top
He's trying to
floor
make
room for when they go
aggressive plays
basement.
solo, but just
The biggest
like
thing
last
is
time,
this guy's
position
stuck up
using
here.
the
Like
vigil.
it would be
He's
much
not
better
really
if he
able
could
to
fall
catch
back to
anyone off
sight to
guard.
his
They're playing
boys.
quite passive
It looks like they
inside
still
of
want to
WildCard.
get
They're not
picks in
letting
the
him get away
room.
with anything.
I wonder like how it would work out for them if they just try to play on site.
Lots of stall potential from these last 3 DZ
Newers
players,
gets one
but they
though.
have to find work,
When his
and they will
Folt's
now
still
be
gonna try to
working a little
force it,
harder.
he might.
Adrian died, but the Newers
Oh
will
my
follow.
god, he
Folt's
really,
and
really
NGR
wants to
are
force
all
these
DZ
picks
has
back.
left, unless we
It
go
really
to
is their
overtime.
whole game plan, just a
This
fight,
is
fight, fight,
DZ's
fight,
map,
fight,
so
bro.
WildCard has
That's
been
Case
able to push
too.
them very effectively.
Oh, but walk
Folt's
back
flank
right
goes
into
down
the
to one,
fucking
can
cup,
out
bro.
goal
1v3
Baby
against
Shark.
NJR,
Now
same
it's all
situation
to
as last time.
NJR, the mayor, the longest standing member
mayor.
of this DZ team. He's gonna head upstairs. That'll put him right up against Kansan unless he gets droned out. That flank drone will do wonders. It scoots on by, and now out comes the LMG. The jig is up. They know exactly where he is. This is such valuable information. I think NJR realizes that at this point in time,
Runs
he's
away.
probably doomed.
It
if
drops
he stays
single
in that
hatch.
position, so he gets out of there. He'll reposition now. In between the A and B bomb sites, gets droned out yet again, waiting for the head. That LMG does a deceptive amount of damage. He just needs to make sure he can actually land the shots and survive the onslaught, which he
Good discipline
won't.
3v1 my wild card right there.
Takes a bite out of him, and we're going to overtime.
See, okay, chat, if it were up to me,
Yeah, again, Parker,
I would make
just
this my
really
charm,
questioning
but I
his
don't.
site choice in round number 12 for
I don't
Dark Zero.
know.
Maybe with that mirror ban thing,
I
they
don't
have
know
no
if
denial, they don't wanna
Ubisoft
try
would
that
allow
top
that
forwards
to be
again.
my
I'm
charm.
not sure what the process
Does that start
is
playing today?
there,
No,
but
not again.
This is a game where every single round, 12 straight, the team that's gotten the opening pick has converted it into a round win. And then you go back to the one bomb site where you're really forced to spread your teammates out around the map, where it's so hard to trade if you do get that opening death, where WildCard looked very proficient on their attacks back in round number 9. And again, you see this individual 1v1 gunfights. This is not what Dark Zero is known for. This is not what Dark Zero's defense usually look like, but it's kind of necessitated by the strats that they're playing. And
Holy shit, wait, hold on.
Different from their last
I got
time
raided. Thank you for the raid, BMM2155. Appreciate you, man.
The Shanka was new. Don't get me wrong, there were some new looks, but fundamentally it was still a roam, and you still got roam cleared really cleanly by WildCard. They will go top floor. They will not make that same mistake twice, but you got to imagine, had they just picked this bomb site in round 12, if they win it right now, they could have been looking at a 7-5.
Here's a number for you, Jesse. 12 opening kills have directly led to that team getting the opening kill, winning the round. 100% conversion rate on the opening duel.
Oh my god, 5 gifted from Young Perseus. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the 5 gifted, Young Perseus. Appreciate you, man.
And
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
both times.
Thank you, thank you,
WildCard did
thank
trade
you.
it back again. WildCard able to be a little bit stickier in the way that they play these trades, but the team of individuals thing really does come back here. So
What I see, you disagree with aim training being a useful tool, but I think it's important to start competitive gameplay. Oh yeah, when you're starting out a game, it's good. I'm talking about like if you can already hit someone, like if you can win a 70-30 gunfight 70% of the time, that you're chill. Like if you can, like the only time you should use the aim trainer is if you're whiffing on like a 90-10 gunfight. Like if you're just like straight magged whiffing on like a 90-10 gunfight every single time, then okay, like maybe you fucking blow, you know? But if you can win like a 90-10 gunfight like a lot, then you're fine, bro. Like I think most of it's just setting up those 90-10 gunfights for yourself. Do you upload the analysis for many? Yes, it's up on my channel now.
IT wall opened up, great pace by WildCard, but no action beyond that.
It's like they're committing a lot towards this garage clear. You can already see Spikers setting up with the Capital
Top floor, hold DZ.
tossed here as well. That
Capital's come out, Grim's come out. Should be able to take the control off, but they walk up garage stairs. There we go, garage control, WildCard.
Pretty early map control to come through from WildCard. You combine that with the fact they
Now
have
where's
this
the
IT
second
breach
point of
where
pressure
map
going to be?
control
That's the
starts
question.
better
Do you
and
go Aqua?
better
Do you go
for
Con?
this
Do you go
WildCard
both?
team.
Adrian is lurking
They
up
don't
guard
have full
inside. Yep.
control. Of course, Aqua and Connector are still the two kind of question marks, but we're looking at Adrian and Bay's positioning. They definitely have
A lot of
players
pressure. They have every
pressuring
single
in
point of pressure
Connector
except for
side.
Aqua right now.
Adrian taking some
With
of the
easy
fights
saving
now.
grace is that Aqua
So
control.
good for WildCard today. Double digits just on this map, but it's Bay who strikes first.
And I was going to say, I think this might be a little bit too standard for Dark Zero. They're not holding map control as well as they would want. It was taken quickly by WildCard, and now they find themselves kind of trapped in this bomb site. Newers was basically playing
Little
to
rat
live.
swing
He dies
off
in
the
this
smoke
position.
canister on the
Finally,
rotate.
We're starting to see some signs of life from this Dark Zero defense. They approach the breaches, opened up by WildCard, exchanged some words with the attackers.
This is a waiting
don't
game.
find anything just yet.
D-box huge.
About a minute
Point
to
of
go.
contestant here. They hop in.
Time to figure out where these defenders
NJR
are.
dies in
Intel
it.
ops on the side of WildCard, and they are using that information
Full guard
also
inside control.
effectively
Big rat play now. Tries to bolt through. Not gonna have it. Boat close, dead. Keto. Wild card, beautiful clear. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. It's Jack though. It's Jack fucking Burkhardt though.
Spiker will need to clutch out with Diffuse Kit going down again. Spiker got off of it. J90 trying to stop him in the process.
Oh shit! Spiker wins it. Oh my god.
Ice in his veins. Spiker pushes his team.
It's such a fucking big sprint job for Jen. I know there. Holy moly, he almost won that shit, bro.
Of WildCard. From start to finish, it looked good, Parker. They used their utility perfectly on rafters. They got space over towards connectors. They did everything they needed to in that push. It gets a little messy at the ends there. They take
It's 2F on one night, even two one-dimensional.
On the main site.
It depends on what you mean. Is there like a two standard way to play it? Yeah.
And it doesn't matter.
But it just the way you attack it is still like expected, like what you want to pressure or what you want to take.
Dying defaults up close. They're not aware of his position, but even that gets immediately traded out. It's nearly a great clutch from J90. He finds these last couple of players, able to isolate them one at a time as the plant's going down pillar side, but it doesn't matter when Spiker's shooting like that. Beautifully done coming out from the most versatile attacking player in the league. Really beautifully done from him, and he will get his team up onto map point.
And that's just the 5th successful attacking round, by the way. It has been such a defender-sided map, and of course, WildCard charges in attacking, and they prevail. DZ, they've got their hands full. About to lose their map unless they can change their fortunes here. WildCard improving the longer these best-of-3s go on. They were completely lifeless against M80 yesterday, dropping their own map 1-7. I think you said the best fortress team in the world about 30 times, and they got smoked. No, you're right. And then they got absolutely crushed. And then what happened? They pulled off the reverse sweep, and now they are here fighting for a spot for the major, where M80 will be competing for 5th, 6th place, I think is technically the result. Maybe 7th, 8th. I can't remember exactly what position it will be, because frankly, it doesn't really matter. They're not going to make it. WildCard are in a position now to pull off a reverse sweep yet again, so long as they win this map. Then it sets them up for a tidy best-of-1 on Clubhouse. Both of these teams have looked mighty good. DZ objectively better. WildCard improving at a fast rate, and now starting to challenge whether DZ and remain as dominant as they are.
This is a no-quit team. There's no doubt about that. WildCard down to the bottom floor.
Big pick by Newers there.
Good for DZ though, and there comes Newers. Once again, such an amazing snake player, and he's able to spot that player out. I believe it was a drone from his teammate.
Let's try to get a major in. I've already majored a bomb on the
mastermind of the last round, the hero that got WildCard to this position.
You're so cute, Dumpling.
Lots of control, and you can see a very different defense from WildCard than what we saw at Dark Zero.
7-7 maybe. I mean, we'll have to see about this round first.
Up on that top floor, lose individual
that full first floor control. There's two first floor side vending sides.
But they've got to just deal
they have
with that
exo flank
now.
pressure.
Lots of walls being opened
I mean, that being said, they get crunched as a 5v2 at the side. They get enough info right now. I just wonder who's droning. Wow.
And another vert pick from an intel office.
Wait, that's a crazy cut to have just on the hatch. I fuck with that, bro. Your flank watch for exo stairs is through the hatch, and they don't even move. They just get WildCard to move out now.
Gets basically no chance whatsoever. The side rather than
that's a nuts flank watch spot. That's nerdy as hell. I can't lie. I would be so pissed. Yeah, how pissed would y'all be if you died to a guy on the roof holding exo stairs flank, bro?
Now it looks almost
that is crazy.
Like 2 for attackers. And this one might be done flawlessly. Nope, Baby Shark says not today. Down goes Fultz. Diffuse kit in the hands of NJR. He's at the halfway point. 3 players from DZ will cover. Baby Shark tracked in this position in exosuit, and he's shut down by J90. We're going all the way, all 15 rounds between these teams. If DZ prevails, they become the 2nd team from North America to qualify for the major. If WildCard prevails, we get another map.
What a crazy game this has been. I have no ability to predict how this last one's gonna go, Parker. I mean, those last couple of attacks looked so good from their respective teams. Dark Zero just annihilating the aggressive play coming out from WildCard once again through those vert hatches. One was into the basement, one was down to the ground floor. Even the even the Mozzie halfway through that round, right? Getting droned out and then eventually followed up on with the kill. I mean, it really does look clinical coming through from Dark Zero. Now they have a big question. Where do you go to defend on round 15? Again, the info was really clean. It was the clutch drone from Kino that started things off with the information, but combine the drones plus the Snake plus the Lion plus the Deimos, it is info abundant for DZ. The answer to my question, it will be storage and control. This is where Kino was so incredible inside the site last time they played it. Hopping off the mute over to the Melusi, a bit of a new setup coming out from Dark Zero, hoping to catch WildCard off guard for their final round on Nighthaven.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Oh my. The Legion on the board. I like these changes from DZ. That T5 is such an easy gun to wield, and Legion is a lot of things. He's a trap operator. He's also an information operator. Don't discredit the ability of those goo mines to find out where your attackers are coming from. Ella also functions similarly, and even Thorn too. If you hear a Razor Bloom go off, you probably know where they're coming from. It's a very active defense so far by DZ. Jesse Newers is in the danger zone. His cross is being held for the time being. He's waiting maybe for a sound of a reload to try and swing.
I'm gonna BRB after this map chat because Dumpling really wants to be pet. She's sitting on my bed and fucking crying, yo. Dumpling.
My eyes are on some of these entries, Parker.
Spoil that motherfucker. I hate that cats want you to come to them instead of coming to you, bro.
Here on the IQ, just
You piss me off, Dumpling. I'll be there in a bit, bro. I promise.
Snake hoping to gather information outside of electrical. There are some players roaming top floor. It's Faults, Kino, and J9O, but Spiker, the first one to take some damage.
What the fuck is this take? Straight Aqua hit with a smoke on garage window.
Towards Aqua and making the space
Run up the staircase, pressured below. Straight into top floor.
Dislodging those defenders. Down goes Kino. Wildcard now 4 kills away from a third.
This is a crazy route that Spiker took, low key, and it's working out too. Pressure the side, cut off, make people fall back. I love that take from Wildcard. Actually, I really like this push. A sick ass push. 7-7 match point. Huge man advantage. Wildcard. Beautiful strat from them. They punch the below windows and float up the staircase.
Especially if they don't have information. Just based on the drones that are available, Wildcard will likely fly blind.
Oh, he needs to rotate behind him right now, dog.
No real support. They might have him on the cross here. That's the
oh, wow.
This
They're actually getting the picks back here. Secures the pick, too. It's crazy. Where do they go to end, though? I feel like Wildcard are stalling out their game plan right now. They're kind of like getting lost. They don't know where to end. Are they going to go for a pillar plant? I don't know. I don't know why Fultz didn't force them to move in a Wildcard right there. Easy might be moving a bit too much.
Hiding inside a warehouse.
Do they have a ping on this?
He hears them.
Maybe they didn't want the Snake to get info on them late round.
Shies away from a fight. But this Wildcard team is leveled up. And they've got 3 terrific players all hunting for that final kill.
Oh, this guy getting above him.
He'll have 2 escorts.
They haven't droned him out yet.
The bomb site, one of them now over top of Newers. I don't think
they finally found him. Runs away from garage. They're going down Aqua. Drop the hatch.
He hears the drop from the shield, but he has his mind turned somewhere else. He's expecting the push. He'll read it correctly. He can't do much about Spiker, so now he has to go back to where he was before.
Oh my god! Oh my god! If he wins this clutch now, okay. Wildcard win map 2. We're going to map 3 to make the major. Holy fuck! Wow! 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 All right, chat. I'll be back. Map 3, Wildcard versus DZ for the major spot. Holy shit. I'll be back, y'all. See you, boys. See you, boys. See you, boys. See you, boys.
And then pump the brakes. They don't panic. They don't rush into sight. They use their drones, Parker. Always hunting for that information, making sure they had advantageous fights from start to finish. An impressive match from Wildcard, stealing their opponent's pick. We got one more to decide this series. We'll toss to the desk and a break before we get there.
I mean, come on, we're all thinking it. Let's go. We're going to map 3. It's exactly what you want in a major qualifying scenario. Wildcard. They came out at the half. They were winning. They kept the momentum up. And DZ nearly made the comeback happen, but just let it slip through their fingers in the end.
Yeah, we said once we switched halves, I mean, it was on DZ's shoulders at that point. They can play into their layers, and they did a very good job in the beginning. I mean, they got 2 successful defensive rounds, just playing off their utility, playing off those layers. They would lose round 9, and then they would pivot to 10 and 11. And the big proponent for their success in both those rounds were Clash. Clash delayed so much time, stopped so much of Wildcard's push, where then it would ultimately run down the clock, and they were panicking to get into the site, to go for a defuse, to go out fight these players, and then it just trickles down. Every single defense after that. For some reason, DZ doesn't go back to top floor. DZ doesn't bring the Clash, and now we're here. We're going to a third map where those minor tweaks, bringing that operator, could have changed everything.
Yeah, slowing Wildcard down definitely was their success, being able to add those layers, the shield. Having Fultz on it too, I'd say this was one of his more exceptional games. I feel like he was always making the right decision.
Absolutely.
Up until that last round with the retake.
A little questionable.
If he was alive, Newers could have clutched up if he just had a teammate alive. But I will say the one commending thing that got Wildcard to push over the hurdle is sometimes it would get hectic. Sometimes it would be a back and forth clutch situation. Yeah. But the fact that they would always take a moment regardless of the time and make sure that they're droning out the last few players from Dark Zero, that shows respect. They understand who they're playing against. They know that any one of these players can win a round individually, so they take their time, and they're playing very disciplined and very consistent. And yes, they let some rounds slip, but at the end of the day, consistency and discipline will get you past the finish line, and that's what we saw.
And we saw those hero play moments from, it feels like so many different people in the lobby. We saw it in the end there, almost a clutch there from Newers and Fultz. We saw Spiker hold off a very aggressive DZ early on in overtime. We also saw the entries on both of these teams really find their stride, Fox. I mean, they were continuing to put up the numbers that we know they can put up. Bay was playing well, Newers were playing well. I mean, both teams had their players playing nearly at their best.
I mean, we know what Newers is going to bring to the table. He's an amazing entry. He's been so good for Dark Zero, and he has the spot all to himself now, as opposed to his previous teams that he was on where he had to share it. But Newers has been doing his absolute best. The last shot he hit in that last final round through the floor, that was gross. This one right here.
Oh my God.
I thought he was going to clutch it up. But thankfully for Wildcard, he didn't. And on the side of Wildcard, Bay, I mean, we were talking about how we need the Baby Shark to step up, but more specifically, the entries. I mean, it seemed like on Shaolei, both the entries were getting the short end of the stick. They couldn't find anything to make it happen. But Bay himself, he really was coming alive. He was the spearhead. And on a map like Labs, I mean, he has a lot of freedom to find those openings, find where he wants to go. And I think Wildcard, with him alive, if they could get Baby Shark as well to be able to wake up, sky's the limit on map 3.
And it's definitely the difference between the two ideologies in terms of how they approach the entry, where entry is definitely more standard on Newers and where he's getting in your face. He's taking those initial gunfights. On the side of Bay, I mean, he flexes between a lot of supportive operators, but once he can set up, once he can help the team, then he's kind of let off on a leash and he can go off on his roam. He can find these opening kills, open up these rounds. But now we're going into a map like Clubhouse. I mean, entries, don't get me wrong, it's going to be hard getting into this build. It's going to be hard fighting for this territory. But again, if you're DZ and you're understanding you can slow down Wildcard, use the Clash to your advantage. They had no answer for it 2 rounds in a row, and it just really blows my mind that every single defense after that, even going into overtime, you wouldn't pivot back to it. I mean, it was right in front of you.
I mean, if you're Dark Zero, you know right now the entry game from Wildcard is the biggest weakness. Clubhouse is very difficult to entry on. There's not a lot of rat positions where you can get a pick away. So I'm hoping, for that sake, that Dark Zero is going to lean into that factor. Bring the Clash, bring a lot more info-based trap operators to be able to stall out the entries, because if Wildcard is unable to get that advantage in the late round, or you stall out so much time that they need to take that second to drone out the last few players, and the time is on their back, that's where we see Wildcard kind of scurry away, crumble away, and start letting the round slip. So that's Dark Zero's main focus going into Clubhouse.
Well, we walk into a situation now that is kind of as storybook as we could ever want. Map 3 in what has been a very tightly contested series on Clubhouse on all maps. It's like it's a Siege's nerd's dream right now.
It's essentially the Coliseum. There's nothing that you're going to be pulling out of your hat that's going to surprise the team. It's really just the fundamentals and the sheer willpower and endurance to go all the way the distance, and you're going to go on the most standard map of them all. And an interesting fact, I mean, you know, we've talked about Spiker picking up Dash's roles, that he's going to be playing those shield ops. Even in these past 2 games he's played, he's only played the shield operator twice now. So he's pivoted off of it. And in a map like Clubhouse, we know how strong these shields can be and how oppressive that they can be. So personally, given the fact that that entire half, for the most part, was really defender-sided, I would like to see Spiker take a little more role on those blitz, on those Blackbeards, take a little more frontal pressure, and then, you know, facilitate and go for these executes, because so far it hasn't really been there.
But when he does that, we see WildCard struggle.
I do agree. I do agree there.
I don't want to contribute WildCard's immediate success in playoffs to Spiker not focusing on the shield so much so, but I will say when he's got a gun in his hands, I mean, map 1, the reason why some of those rounds were won was because of Spiker. So, you know, it could be a double-edged sword.
When you do look at this team and what they can do on Clubhouse, I mean, we haven't asked for predictions for most of the stage here, but in a major qualifying moment, I think we got to do it. Looking at these two teams, Laxing, I mean, I know you're excited for this. WildCard, the way they've been playing, they look like a new team. We've talked so much about it. And then DZ, they're the powerhouse. They're the behemoth that we've been talking so much about. Who's going to take this third map?
Give me Cloud9.
Okay, that's not going to work.
Honestly, it's a tough one, but I'm going to have to say WildCard, honestly, especially after how they played it versus SSG, and they honestly got demolished. I think there's a lot that's going to be played from there. That's the last VOD that DZ would have on them. So maybe they're going to try to go for that same cutoffs. They're going to try to coerce them into gunfights that they just aren't able to get into. And then for the WildCard, like I said, you're going to take from that game, learn from it, and implement it, especially going into this match now after going through the gauntlet of map 1 and map 2.
That's a fair bet. I'd say Dark Zero, just because the way that you're watching each individual play. I mean, the way Kino's been on the shield, it's such a good shield map.
He's been important.
He's been exceptional. He was so good on Chalet, a map that you don't see shields that much. NJR, yeah, there are a lot of positions where you have to be holding blue, holding these hard positions. NJR is the best hard angle holder in NA, in the world, I'd say. Newer's on the entry. Fultz has been playing great. I mean, I think it goes without saying that I'm going to put my faith into Dark Zero.
But this is such a close contest. We came into this talking about the history of these two organizations, right? It was Dark Zero. Every time they play WildCard, Org versus Org, it's Dark Zero coming out on top. Roster versus roster, it's WildCard who's had the edge so far in this series. I mean, you see it here.
When you look at the stats, there's not really that big of a difference, though. That's
so close.
It's so hard to predict and say who's going to win it. Now, if you were going off of group stage, there was a clear decider who was going to win this matchup. But so far from what WildCard has shown is improvement every step of the way. And I would say on the side of Dark Zero, it's been far more consistency than maybe what we've typically seen from other iterations.
You just see those smiles on their faces, Fox, and you know...
I don't think there's a single smile.
Well, there was Bay smiling for a moment there. I mean, not anymore. Not anymore. He's locked in. Never mind. Ignore what I said. You can see the focus on their faces right now. The point is, you know how much it means to these teams in a moment like this.
Real quick, because he's still...
I mean... just mugging it. Obviously, these teams still have two chances. This is the upper bracket. If they go to the lower bracket, they still could potentially make the major.
Absolutely.
Both of these teams could be there. When you put yourself in their seat, though, and you think about the atmosphere, you think about how Dark Zero, they haven't dropped. I guess that was the first map they dropped all stage. Could that change their mentality here? Even though they have that much experience, do you think that could rattle them at all? Dropping the first map of the kickoff.
I mean, that's a great question, Jonah, because we haven't seen something like this happen to Dark Zero yet, so we don't know how they're going to approach it, how it'll affect them in game. You'd like to hope that with a team this experienced and that has been playing this good, they're going to let one map go. You know, it is what it is. Can't win them. You can't win them all, and it's better to lose that one, lose Labs, WildCard, the best map, get it out of the way, understand what was working, which was Clash and slowing WildCard down, and try to incorporate that into going into map 3. I mean, you can't imagine it's going to hold all of them back just because they lost one map. And that's why, again, I picked Dark Zero to be able to win it, because so far we haven't seen any shakeups in their consistency, and that was such a big issue that would plague that previous SSG roster. And now the new Dark Zero roster, we haven't seen it yet. I'm hoping we don't see it at all, at least until we get to Salt Lake City. But the pressure element is something you got to bring into question, because yes, everyone wants to win this game to qualify to Salt Lake City. The first and second seed at that point, you're playing without the pressure of making it to the event. No one wants to go down to the lower bracket and play a team that has a one round behind them, that has their, you know, the gas in their tank ready to take on Dark Zero. They want to be able to end it here, you know?
Well, it's exactly what any Siege fan wants, a battle for a major spot on a map we all know and love. We go to Clubhouse to decide our second Salt Lake City spot. We go down to Jesse and Parker with the call.
Greatly appreciated. All right, long faces for both of these teams. I don't know why they're not more enthused here. I think it's the pressure more than anything. Two big organizations, 10 players who know what it takes to qualify for an event, and it is a single map showdown. And the winner doesn't even get time off, Jesse. They go right into the upper bracket finals up against 5 Fears when this map is done. WildCard have put on an impressive performance and have steadily improved, but overall, DZ has looked like the better team through and through. Do you expect that to change on Clubhouse?
I think it absolutely could, Parker. I mean, WildCard, again, we said this in their first series. We said this when they were starting out to come back on Chalet. WildCard have grit. This is not a team that gives up. If this game goes deep, if it goes into overtime, and I certainly think it will, given how maps 1 and 2 went, I think WildCard have the grit to pull through. Dark Zero have looked better fundamentally. I'll agree with that. I think particularly on some of their attacks, you go back to Chalet, you go to some of those later attacks on Nighthaven Labs, they look so well coordinated when they push in and when they go for that map clear. WildCard will need to find some kind of an answer to that now as we load into Clubhouse, because it's really difficult to fight back from a disadvantage. We both said it on that last map. Every single round, the opening pick got converted into a round win. So if you're going down early, if there's somebody on Dark Zero who's finding that early frag, whether it's Kino bursting in on the shield and making space for his teammates, whether it's somebody else on a Dokkaebi or a Grim or a Ram, maybe it's going to be Newers running around on a Snake. If you're losing those opening duels, it's going to be really tough to get yourself back into the matchup. So I'm hoping to see WildCard battle back in that fashion in some way, shape, or form. I believe, I'm not sure exactly what side they're starting on actually, Parker. I won't speak onto that. My understanding is that because Dark Zero had the better round diff on their win, they would get choice, but we'll wait to see that confirmed before we say for sure. Clubhouse on deck. You guys think about 64% over to DZ? That might be the most WildCard favored we've seen it all day, Parker.
I was going to say, it's been holding pretty steady, and I think DZ remains the favored team here. A lot of times this is also just a popularity contest. It's not necessarily who do you think will win, it's who do you hope will win. I know.
Really?
WildCard will start on attack. You were wondering where their sides would be. Well, there you have it. Mentioned it at the conclusion of regulation on map 2. But after 15 rounds of Nighthaven Labs, the team that got the first kill won every single round. Now, this is in stark contrast to Chalet, where only 5 of the 12 rounds were won by the team that got first blood. Now, obviously, these maps are very different, but again, I think Nighthaven Labs plays a lot more similar to a map like Clubhouse than it does like Chalet. So while they're all completely different, and the big one obviously is going to be that garage portion.
AC, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the 3 months on Prime. Appreciate you, bro.
Usually held on one of those sites, maybe sometimes 2, depending on if the team wants to extend all the way out to cash and all that. But we'll see about that in action. I do think that with WildCard, these first 2 rounds are going to be integral. Will they need to call an early timeout? Will they be able to match up against DZ on a map that allows maybe a bit more free-flowing of a defense than Nighthaven Labs, where teams, especially DZ,
we're going to run for knock the DMR. No, DMR is just too fucking powerful, though.
It's a very played-out map. Takes about 1.5 minutes to drone. You usually know where people are going to be. And
no wall denial, double wall denial, ban WildCard, Bandit, Cade, Dark Zero, Bandit, Rim, and the Ace.
That are going to be roaming or where people will be on site. If WildCard can very quickly get that information and assess, and then pressure DZ off of it,
I might join up a watch party with someone, because Loki 3BO3s in 1 day is fucking nuts. Slow.
DZ will start on defense.
Who else is watch partying, chat?
Pretty typical site setup.
Bolo?
Nothing is super weird about these defender operators.
Yeah, no, we should have
Mid?
a pretty standard clubhouse on
gonna be
deck.
quiet.
Parker.
Benjamaster?
Playing clubhouse for the 3rd time this season after playing it twice during the group stage, taking down Outlast, and then losing to...
Chat, Benjamaster or Mint? Benjamaster or Mint? Benjamaster or Mint?
I don't want to read into it too heavily, but in those matches, they actually were a much better attacking team than they were on the defense.
Who should I join up with?
75% round win on the offense, 45% on the defense. So despite Dark Zero getting
Mint,
side
mint,
selection
minty,
and choosing to start on defense,
I
Wildcard
bet.
might not be too upset that they have to start on the attacking side here. They have been a very good club attacking team so far this season, and are hoping to show that once
It's gonna get late for
again
Benja though. He's gonna
today.
end stream soon though.
Starting on the bottom floor, gonna come
Oh, it's very
from
even
DZ.
answers. Mods, pull it. Mods, pull it. Is there a mod? Do I have a mod in my chat right now? If there is a mod in my chat, mod.
Site 2 with Faults and J90, so it's gonna really be on to these roam clearers of Wildcard.
If I do have a mod in my chat that can pull it, pull
players
it.
out of position and work that early pick.
I don't have a mod in my chat right now. I should probably mod someone.
Position. Down goes NJR.
Mod me, I got
Early
you.
to
Chat.
Spiker, who was maybe looking for something through dirt tunnel. A funny moment with Bino.
Roam fall
on
off,
that
CC side down.
particular
They
part of
taking
the
dirt
map,
control
Jesse, if you
direct.
recall,
Blue should be able to
where
counter it
he
pretty
shot
easily.
over, he tried to shield charge in and then died to the Goyo flames. That will not happen this time. There will be no surprise for Wildcard. Who
Well, I'm trying to
fought
think
without
right now.
losing a
All the
single
people in
point
my
of
chat
HP.
right now that I come in a
You
lot.
are
I
starting
see.
this round on the rafters, watching over towards.
Yeah, I
Cash.
see Mikey a lot. I see Trippy Guy
Background,
Games a
now
lot.
they might be in for a bit of a surprise.
Shorelock's a terrorist. I don't think I can mod Shorelock. I can't lie.
Lost a player. I like this call from DZ. It'll keep Newers alive for the time being, even though he does immediately begin to engage.
Ooh, T70 Type 42 is also. I listen. T70 Type 42 got my fucking He got my.
Apparently,
He got me like a VOD one time, so I'm gonna do that.
Clubhouse, killing 2 really good anchor operators. NJR.
Shorelock, you are always here. I'll give you VIP. I'll also VIP. I'll VIP all you guys. I'll VIP Trippy Guy Games. VIP Mikey Bra. Mikey Bra is always here. I'll also VIP Kusi. I do see Kusi a lot.
Not until he gets that hatch open, so there will
Unable
still
to
be
add
more around
VIP.
with Wildcard. They'll have a couple
Hold on.
different avenues down towards the site.
Mantra's
They still
also
have
here a
numbers.
lot.
The DMR
Wiggly
saying
Meat's also
Kino
here a
is not
lot.
Quite enough to take down Adrian at the bottom of main.
Down goes J90. Wildcard
Okay.
looking unstoppable. And now it's all up to Kino, who's inside a church. Maybe grab your rosary and say some prayers.
Doc X
here,
Blaze has
because
always
you've
been
got
here.
the
Wait, Doc,
walls
aren't you a
closing
mod
on
for
you,
someone
and you're
else
gonna need
too?
a miracle to survive. He gets dropped, and Wildcard shed a single member on route to
Doc, are you
victory. I
mod
don't
for
know if Kino
anyone
got
else?
one
I
before
could have
it ended.
sworn you were a mod for someone else
Doesn't really
too.
matter. All things considered.
Yes.
Terrific
All
start
right.
for
I'll mod
Wildcard.
Doc X Blaze. I trust.
You go back
I'll
to
trust
the death
the.
segment that we just had after that night.
A
Haven
mod.
Lab
All right. Can someone run a
15
poll?
round
Run a poll on
barn burner from Fox
Minter.
and
Minter
Laxing.
someone.
One thing they were
I've
kinda
added 2
hammering on
mods
is that
now.
DZ's a lot
I
of
just give
success
mod
on
out like it's
defense
candy,
came
bro.
to
I'll give mod out like it's
slowing
candy, bro.
down the attack of Wildcard, from playing together, from enabling trades, from not
I did
being
mod
picked
Doc
off so
X
much
Blaze.
in the early game. And I'm kind of surprised after that analysis, where I thought was spot on, to see DZ go right down to the basement and go right into a roam strategy. Nighthaven Clubhouse, again, you said it, different maps.
Every day,
but they
just don't
play
type
quite
royal.
similar.
Yeah, true.
And given that the bottom
Yeah, I
floor
gotta
is
show
the only
appreciation to
site you had
the viewers that are here every day,
significant
bro.
for
A lot of viewers I
Dark
see
Zero's
multiple
defense.
times in a
Surprising to
row.
me to see them go back to a bottom floor bomb site and go back to a roam strategy.
First time message
where
ready to
maybe
mod.
It's not a roamer, but it's still an individual.
Holy
player
shit, Doc.
early
Thank you for the
in
gift. That
game.
holy
First
fucking
wins up
moly. I
from
appreciate it.
first.
Oh
Another
my
early
god.
pick,
Thank you for the
then
10 gifted.
Kansas
Jesus
tries
fucking.
to
Okay, you don't need to
retake that
gift me for
position.
mod.
It just gets a little bit messy. and
Wait,
there's
hold
no
on. I
option for
don't.
a
Doc,
trade
don't
of
do that shit.
DZ
Stop.
in
Stop.
that round.
Don't gift me
It
for
feels
mod.
like
That
a
makes
far cry
0
from
sense.
Chalet, where
It
it
makes
seemed
0
like
sense.
every single kill was getting traded. It felt like there was always somebody behind.
I just wanted a
the player
poll.
to go for that kill
I just wanted a
back and
poll,
try to keep
Chad.
those
I just wanted a
numbers
poll.
tight on
I've
the
given you
side
so many
of
subs.
Dark
That's what I'm
Zero.
saying. Stop.
Wildcard up
Stop!
1-0, and they'll need to be better in the purple if they don't want this game to
And
get
just
away
make.
from them.
All I want is a poll. All I want a poll. Chat, I gave out like 3 mods. Can we make a poll?
Sensational today, Wildcard.
Mount / poll it.
Really good depth.
/ poll it, please.
Entire series.
Mint or Benjamaster?
It's been an exciting one. We still have one more best of 3 to go. Remember,
Mint or
the rest
Benjamaster?
for
Join Mint
the
or Benjamaster.
series
Join Mint or
here.
Benjamaster.
We'll be pretty tired for the next matchup against 5 ears.
No mods.
Adrian topping the chart so far for Wildcard through these 3 maps. Baby Shark, as has been sadly the tradition.
Unmod, I've seen
Kickoff
enough.
at
Holy
the very
moly.
bottom, numbers well below everybody else
All right.
on this roster. Fultz takes down Adrian, so DZ will find some life
Garage
here
take.
to start of
Wild
round number
card.
2. The poor standout
It's a
performer
locked
on
off.
Dark Zero has actually been Kino,
Thank you for the
which
fucking
is
gifted sub, by the way. Cool dude, FJ. Appreciate you, man.
expected him his deployment has been relatively the same, but he's been struggling to find kills. Fultz has stepped up big time.
Thank you, thank you for the poll, thank you for the poll, thank you for the poll.
Really even. Best KD in the lobby is J90 at a +5. Like, it's just showing that every single player is getting in on the action, and this has been a
Hibana down the
very,
Raptors
very
wall.
series, as we come to expect when a
Honest to God, I don't even know what's the best response the Azami can do when they're in Capital and Azami off, or like the wall breached open.
Everybody's been pulling their weight in this series.
They go entry in, 2 players through garage door. He's getting, I think this is the best thing you could do, is just like sit here and try to like free prone the entire time. Wow, he Chonka fired up the staircase. What a lineup by Nick, honestly. What a lineup.
From NJR will catch a player on
Line up over the top of Raptors wall with Chonka. That's crazy tech, actually. Yeah, both Amadi and DZ have been using the strat the other days, bro. This is fucking crazy tech, bro. This is a crazy cool new strat that they've been using. The Chonka with the walls over top. I should make a tweet about this. I don't like farm a lot of interaction, I feel like.
Different parts of this map. One surveys what has happened to this Frankenstein breach. The other,
Pray, man, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you, man.
From DZ now remain. Baby Shark wants a kill.
That's a sick ass strat. They find the Chonka though. Good swing out from Newers in the refrag.
Newers there on the swing after the Chonka. Then JR almost died. Now it's Spiker in a position where he has no hard breach to open up that wall. He's got a read on somebody towards blue and a ping to assist him as well. But he gets finished off by the flames from Fultz. Some laughter on the side of DZ. A perplexing end. And we have a tie game.
Those gas pipes, they explode. Watch your feet because they can do quite a bit of damage. Nice little finish off there from Dark Zero. It started actually with a vert pick. Adrian on the gridlock was trying to take below the bomb site, and Dark Zero didn't have anybody playing downstairs in lounge, but they did have Faults holding the vert angles from Cash. That's how they worked themselves into that one-man lead, and then I think it's that duo.
Trippy, holy shit, thank you for the 10 gifted. Holy fucking shit. Yo, Trippy, why are we gifting for mod? Why are we gifting for mod? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Stop gifting for mod. This is no point. Why? You guys are like, this makes no sense. You guys are stupid, bro.
Coming out from DZ, and it kind of goes back to what the theme has been through this whole match, right, Parker? It's like when the round gets decided,
I'm gonna have to fucking mod him at that point, bro. I don't like rewarding this behavior. L ungrateful. I don't want gift. Just stop gifting, bro. This feels wrong.
It's a really tough nut to crack.
I would never give for mod. That's, you know, I'm a real one. Let's fucking go, Shorelock. Shorelock is literally like doing the Senzo J strategy where he just rage baits me until I fucking get a mod eventually. Holy moly. No, bro. Stop gift. No gift. No gift. No gift. No gift. We give the future doctor more money. What?
I'm not. I do not understand. Out of nowhere, you just started. First, it was that
do not keep gifting. Nice reverse psychology if I don't gift me. I'm being dead ass. Please unmod Senza. I might have to, bro. That guy's a bit too much of a terrorist, bro. I think I've waited too long for him to grow up. I don't think there's a chance of him growing up, bro.
Grandpa likes his gifts.
I don't think Senzo's growing up anytime soon, bro. Oh, yo, stop, Trippy. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you, but please stop. Please stop. Trippy, stop. Thank you for the 5 more gifted subs. Holy shit. Chill. He's already modded, bro. He's already modded. I love you too, bro, but you gotta stop. They're gonna impact trick this surely, right?
Yeah. Careful what you
Pop the Mira. No impact trick coming out. Did they go for the Hibana on the bathroom wall now too? I do really do enjoy every bit. I appreciate that, bro.
Mill MP it off. As the Kiva barrier is used to plug that hole, just jostling that utility now on this jacuzzi.
Lalo is here a lot. I should. Maybe I do VIP as Lalo. Lalo is here a lot.
In the building.
Who else is here a lot? Mantra. I know Mantra is here a lot.
So Adrian kind of alone there on the garage side, hoping to lay pressure. I think these CC players that might be existing over here. Newer is one of them. But
I also have terrible memory, guys. I have fucking terrible memory. All right, it's not special to have VIP or not, chat. You can do the same amount of things everything.
It's struggling to even get past the breach. That could be a poor call. In any case, Newer's position was not known, so Adrian will fall, and that's a lot of that back pressure alleviated as the rest of WildCard are really just.
But I really like I shouldn't be giving away VIP like this. I use VIP to distinguish between people like I know in my life. Like when my IRLs join the stream or like another streamer join the stream, I usually miss their message unless I have VIP.
On this WildCard team imported to replace Dash. Saw some jostling of roles and some operators being
Upgraded from
passed
regular
around.
viewbot
Dash
to
playing
premium
with shields, most
viewbot.
frequently Kansan on shields this time. Adrian playing one of the main entries on this team, but still playing heavy utility ops. And he's the best performing player on WildCard, so devastating loss for him.
Oof. What an entry by Baby Shark. Kino still wins that despite the flashbang.
Kino, partially blinded, still comes out ahead.
He just got this fucking lockdown with the shot. Kino's so good at locking down this fucking breach, bro. Holy moly.
Involved in that. Might it have been a team ace?
Ubot died here. Let's fucking go. Kino on Shoddy. Yeah, Kino on Shoddy is just unbeatable, I guess.
Yeah, nice hold coming through once again from
Unfucking
Dark Zero. I believe Newers did get 2 in the midst of that, just roaming a little bit on the Scopo, so not quite a team ace, but pretty damn close. Everybody from DZ stepping up and
I think
contributing.
Evermart is not cool. I agree, bro.
Again,
Wreck the new jinx. Yeah, I will after. I will after the games. Then again, it's gonna be so long, bro. Also, I need content for the off season, so I might as well just post. I might as well just post like NAL games until like the off season, and then I'll react to that. I'll probably react to that in the off season. I can't lie. No one for 10 years, no VIP, no nothing. Like I don't know why I'm friends with this guy. I'm sorry, Badger. I'm so sorry.
They were holding with strong guns. You saw the shotgun coming out from Kino. Ended up being just a really simple defense where they keep the walls shut and they win those duels as WildCard try to funnel themselves in. Unable to attack these top floors, WildCard will go to call a attack time out. A lot of it's been problems with really just the direct to site stuff, Parker. It's been clearing out rafters, it's been clearing out the CC extension, and it's been opening.
Thank you for the tier 1 sub, Minko Miami. Thank you for the 3 months, brother.
It's either taking them a lot of time or they're losing a lot of bodies.
You need to learn about Nan King in history class. I hated these 2 months. Thank you for the 2 month, Nezzy. Appreciate you for the prime sub. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Why is Conwall called pro? Which what?
You'd expect, certainly not compared to
I
previous maps.
have never called
competitive, right? It might not have been the most competitive round for WildCard, but the team is still very much
this map?
locked in. And
you mean on this map?
I've
never called that wall pro.
A bit of a struggle.
I call it like
WildCard still with plenty of time.
I just call it Conwall.
Operator lineup not locked in, but they are moving things around. Bringing
like outer Conwall. He's like outer Conwall, inner Conwall. That's what I call it. But I don't know. Do other people call it pro? Oh, consulate single breach meeting. Oh, because it used to be the projector room. Like it used to be called like projector room.
There goes the Capitao for the blitz, Jesse.
Yeah, makes decent bit of sense here coming out.
Pro for projector.
They are seeing a bit of
there used to be a big fucking projector in that room, like staring at the wall.
Questioning, are we going to see that come through once
on old consulate, and it just transferred over.
Heavy roam back in round 1, and it ended up biting them a little bit. They do seem to be committing to it. Now, I'll be very interested to see if they try to commit to this or if it ends up being a relatively fast fallback. They do have a lot of sight util in terms of
any weird gay kept callouts for mobiles like Bike 1 and Bottom Roger Adam. I've never heard of this before.
Janino and Faults, our main roamers, up on towards the top floor, and Newers and Kino.
I don't think there's any gay kept callouts in general.
And NJR back towards
when this TSM Bolo play back in 2022.
Lots of different angles for these players to attack.
You can make a call out sheet for every map. Yeah.
First with a nitro through the
I might do that video in the off season. We got a good week, Chad. We got a good week. We got a good week to react to Mingo's first T2 games, or first scrims against T2 teams. Richie's first scrims. We can cap off the Muda situation. We got a good week of off season to make all these videos, Chad. So don't you worry. I will cover this. Pro League's the main thing for now while it's happening in real time. Wait, this player is fucking locked.
Maybe not though.
If Adrian, surely this is a refrag here. Like Newers is fucked, right? There's no way Newers gets any more kills here. They're trying to kill him through the holes. Oh my god, it does kind of work though. We're gonna make some move. They were actually terrified. They were actually terrified of swinging him with the shield there. That's nuts. Maybe they were worried about the cross from a guy holding up the moto hatch, I guess.
Frankly, quite good. Now DZ still with the man advantage, can play towards the site. You've cleared out a lot of these important soft breach operators too. Like you've still got the secondary shotgun of Kansan and I guess the Habana DMR, but the breaching that you were trying to play with Baby Shark on that buff is not going to be as available to you. You also lost a little bit of that, I was going to say breaching, but Buck didn't end up having cans, so it ends up being fine. They still have the ability to open up all the hatches and walls that they might have wanted to, but it's still not a very clean push. Spiker looking to get in towards Armory with this smoke, but it is going to be tough for some players back towards dummies.
Kansan going in for the swing now, smoking in some of that, or inhaling some of that smoke and gas as he's made his way over. Spiker's dropped, so it's just up to Kansan and Adrian to clutch out now with DZ still holding firm. Spiker taken down. Just 2 bodies for wildcard. 40 seconds to go. Nate about to be tossed on out. Neither remaining wildcard.
Doable. Wildcard doable. Holy moly.
In the other.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He actually manages to cross. He's on him. You know 1v1.
He's got time.
Ice in his veins. I feel like he's overpeaking a little bit for him. I feel like Kino's over-widing this shit, bro. Holy shit. A fucking tight-ass fucking clutch, bro. What the fuck?
Magic on that one, and they take the round.
Rounds we shouldn't be losing. File it in the book for Dark
Yeah,
Zero.
become the Warsaw Poland, you'll become an urgent legend. Oh, heard.
Round, Parker, but still, it doesn't
When you
seem
host
to
a
matter.
PL draft while the players
really
are at FLC, no, they will be practicing. They will not have time.
Execute. I mean, they were able to isolate G9O and NJR very, very individually right at the same time, with those positions being known down to the bottom floor. It's an explosive entry down towards the bottom site, but it's exactly what they need to try to get in through kitchen, get in through the main stairs. Felt like it should have been a really difficult push, and especially after Spiker dies on the blitz. But some of these fights just go the wrong way. They catch J9O on a quick rotate, and then Kino in this 1v1, you could argue overheats a little bit. That long angle fight, better for the Hibana. He's peaking it quite a bit. 20 seconds on that clock. Maybe could have played at the time a bit more, but
wait, what?
Just trying to go fast,
Vito from the game earlier said, my internet came back when the lobby started at 4-2. I was in the call the entire time. We were begging the admins to rehost, but they didn't let us. I was only let back in because the admin crashed in OT. Seriously? That's fucking crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy, bro.
A sudden change of fortunes in this second half. There's a good chance that both of these teams will ultimately.
I mean, like, I don't know what the official ruling on that is, but I feel like that's just, you just let the dude back in, bro.
The way WildCard has been internationally, the bigger issue has been getting there domestically. This is usually a team that finishes like somewhere around like 4th
He said this on Twitter.
and
He
then
said this on
makes
Twitter.
it
He
into
knows this on Twitter.
qualifiers or squeaks in and then dominates against other teams in other regions. But you've got to be good enough domestically to get there. You can be a top 4 team in the world internationally, but if you're the 6th best team in your region, you're never going to make it to the events.
That's a great point. I mean, WildCard have never in org history finished top 3 in the NAL. If they win this map against Dark Zero, they will have accomplished that. They guarantee top 2 with a victory here today. Could fall as far as, I believe, 6th if you lose this, though. So, scary moment. Here comes the push in from Jacuzzi.
Master clear across. I'm so surprised DZ are winning this fight, bro. They look like they're getting crunched from all directions right there. It looked like WildCard had the better setup. Winning the Logi gunfight was just so important for NJR right there. It's nuts that DZ won that series of gunfights.
That's generating, by the way. The cut and thrust of this round came so early that Baby Shark will get a second use of that gadget, providing he survives. Far from it. It's still not there, and he's last man standing, charging into the bomb site. Nope, it was not available by the time he died. DZ will take the lead on an absolute brawl of a round.
Like seeing Dark Zero get so aggressive over towards Gym and Bedroom in that round, Parker. They knew that was where WildCard were wanting to push from. They didn't see much pressure over towards Garage side, so they said it's got to be coming in from Jacuzzi. You saw just before that push coming in, Kino aggresses up towards Jim, gets aggressive, spots those players up, and is able to call for his teammates to then come forward with him, fight those players on the entry. NJR, Newers, everybody really getting involved in that denial of entry from Dark Zero. So really clean stuff coming out from them. Kino ends up going 1-for-1 on that extension, and then by the time they get to the bomb site,
wait, what the fuck do they have written?
The Raptors player, don't forget.
Wait,
there's no pressure.
Hold on, chat. What do they have written in their background, chat? This is important information we're missing out on here.
It's a really good read from Dark Zero that sets them up nicely to regain a 3-2 advantage.
What is this? Salve Rapazeda, meu nome é Ergina da Fúria e eu amo Buchera. What does that mean? What does that mean? Translate
good numbers for everybody not named Bay at this point.
English or Portuguese
these matches,
to English.
For a player to get a kill in the first half, and it
I am Purge from Furia, and I like pussy.
Now it's Bay on deck to go killless.
Jesus Christ.
In the first half. That's
hilarious.
quite devastating for Bay, who's usually quite good on attack.
That is hilarious,
tends
bro.
to rival some really impressive game skill and mechanical players here in North America and the world. Not having Bay is certainly hurting them. Not too much though, because WildCard does trail by one. As we've seen through the first two maps, Jesse, a 4-2 very likely here. Bay can stop that if he wakes up. I'm certain of it.
Yeah, no doubt. Bay was the MVP in map 3 versus M80, which is what WildCard had to do to earn a spot in this matchup versus Dark Zero. So we know how good of a player Bay can be, even if he's not shown up to Clubhouse just yet through the first 5. Good opportunity now to equalize things in the 6th. WildCard on this attacker once again going relatively direct to site. A lot of focus here on the Jacuzzi.
It was not funny.
Not so much
my fault, yo. My fault, short lock. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we didn't entertain you today. It looks like it's gonna be Windows direct. No one threatening the CC window. Adrian getting up there, but they're gonna go for direct window hopping. Blackbird gets in, starting going for plant here. Any short control for DZ? Are they able to stop it at all? No, they're not. This is a fucking crazy execute from WildCard, actually. It was so minimal, too. It's like they opened main breach, and that was it. They just spammed util. Went for planet called it today. No one pool table below. Pool table below would have fucking countered that, but obviously it's hard to account for that. They're going to go for a full CC side retake.
Unclear,
oh shit. Bay gets in a crazy. The weapon gets in a crazy position here. And they have Capitals with a fucking postie. But Spiker has this shit won regardless.
Bay gets his second. Who's gonna get NJR? WildCard just need the single kill.
Wow.
And they will tie things
up. They had a Capital post plant from fucking strip roof. Holy moly.
Finish with 3 as the first half is in the books. And 3 kills to match the 3 rounds that WildCard will win. Both teams dead even at the halfway point.
Beautiful little execute. Love that post plant position from Spiker, but as we're all tied up, it's anybody's game. Let's hear what the desk has to think as to what's gone on through the first 6 rounds.
Of course we're tied. I mean, we have to have this map 3 tie game going all the way the distance here. Guys, this is the game we wanted to see. It's tied up on Clubhouse, kind of the score we come to expect at this point.
Oh my god, my food is here. I'm so happy, Chad. I'm literally, I need to eat, Chad. I'm like literally so fucking
that is setting themselves up really well once they go to that second half of defense. But what I really like seeing out of WildCard in specific was what we were talking about early on. Are we going to see Spiker play more of those shields? And yes, we were. We were seeing Blitz. We were seeing Blackbeard, and some of those rounds working out. Other rounds maybe not so much, but even in that round in particular, that last round, the Blackbeard is jumping in through gym window. They're putting pressure with the glass and the smokes from Capital, cutting off angles, using those bolts as well. I mean, it's also, and lucky enough, we get to hear both sides of comms, and it's funny because both teams, you can just hear, are figuring out where things are going right, where things are going wrong, what the opponent is doing right, and how they're going to counter it. And it's just fun to switch between back and forth, and which is why it's a clear 3-3 half, is both teams are doing such a good job at understanding and picking apart what the other is doing and how they can fix it or correct it in the round.
It's like an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. I think Dark Zero has better setup strategies when it comes to their defenses. I really love their CCTV hold. Well, they'll have J90 in the rafters alone, double reinforced, and every time you try to push them, you're seeing Tachanka pellets fly over the top of the wall. That's very unique. But WildCard is adapting. They're adapting the same level, maybe not the same level I'd say that we see at events, but their adaptation is what I think is winning them. The utility that they're using, the Capital, like you mentioned, them using these different operators to be able to find their opportunity into the site. It seems like if they crack the first layer of Dark Zero's defense, they're able to execute onto the site. They're able to work on those trades, focus on getting the case down, and that's the strength of WildCard. Now the side swap, we're going to have to see if Dark Zero can use the same level of shields to be able to catch him off guard. I don't imagine we'll see too much shields, especially if Amati gets banned out. That'll be the biggest indicator for me. I can finally replenish myself.
I think on fries, bro. I've realized what I was craving from this place was also their fries, bro.
We'll see.
We can take a look right now. We get a chance to figure out those operator bans.
Nope, I'm not.
It's the blitz that's taken off the board. I mean, it really does come down to these final few rounds to make the major. I mean, this is what it's going to be. When you look at WildCard, you look at Dark Zero.
I mean, I'm already seeing the clash pulled out. I already like this outside from WildCard.
And faults on shields, they don't ban Monty so that he can allow it, and then they have the clash to counter whatever shield they
3 a.m. Bro, go to sleep, bro.
We dive into the second.
Go to sleep. You're watching, not watching the last game? I will watch the last game.
Jesse, Parker, all you.
Thank you very, very much. Major spot on the line as the landscape of Salt Lake starts.
If this game is 6-7, can I spam 6-7 in the chat? Yes, you can, but I feel like that joke has been dead for a while. I can't lie.
APAC and China are the other two regions that we are waiting on. China plays in just a couple hours. APAC is in a couple days, actually. So APAC's teams will be locked in dead last. Obviously a bit frustrating for the APAC fans there that need to wait quite a long period of time. And for those of us that try to keep our schedule somewhat sane, it's a bit challenging for us to watch APAC live. But Europe is fully locked in, South America is fully locked in, and North America will be in, give or take 24 hours. Then it's just all up to our good friends over in the east to start clinching spots, and then off to Salt Lake City. All of these teams will go. We have been treated to quite a spectacle in this best of 3 so far.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Parker. Dark Zero and WildCard could
Any
not
team
be closer.
locked in for the low major so far?
3. WildCard going for the exact same attacker bans on all 3 maps, by the way. It has been Blitz and Glaz every single time, hard targeting Kino. And I mean, I guess if you've got a game plan, stick to it, but I do think Kino has still been finding a lot of success on the offense. I thought his Monty play was fantastic back on Nighthaven Labs. He will lock the Blackbeard for the first attack here on Clubhouse. So clearly still finding other ways to have impact in this match. A little bit more pressure over on the CC side this time around from Dark Zero. They've droned better at this point so they can play these highway windows and really at any point could jump in.
That sells mods for get this up, buys food? No, real. Was this like another Windows execute class? Maybe use to retake like a CC window, maybe hop out. Could be dangerous here.
I like the idea.
Spot out and win that with.
Is thwarted just by the setup that they have. They still need to go back to more drone work, more discovery on their side of things. They will actively drone Kino, and now they see that it's not safe if he goes for a jump in over.
They're gonna go for a lob drop at the same time.
Really worried about
I mean, WildCard should be ready for this. They know what it's like to play against this.
Side of the map. Have to imagine that Fultz will be the one to shut.
Oh, it's a misdirection. They're actually going for. They're actually going for fucking wow C4. They're actually going for cash and stuff. But WildCard were so ready for it, bro. They were ready for the fake. They didn't fall for the fake on the direct side.
Adrian's not going to be the only one to get it done. Bay will get one.
Perfect round for WildCard. Holy moly!
Gets one, and WildCard take the lead.
Really nice round coming out from Adrian in the midst of that. Parker gets 2 really big picks as Dark Zero rotated over for that cash clear. He wasn't really the cash player. He was really playing link between the roamers and the hard anchors. You had Bay on the Clash top red. You had Kansan on the Kaid inside of cash. And then Adrian just inside of construction, able to have some really big values. He takes J90 down outside the window and then launches that C4 perfectly through the doorway. Might have even gone through the window from behind onto Kino. I didn't see exactly where he tossed it from, but one way or another, Adrian's able to really support those roamers from inside of construction, ends up with a triple on the round up in round number 7, and makes that defense so strong for WildCard. Kind of shows the 2 sides of the coin, right? If you try to push like WildCard do, just in through Logi and through Jacuzzi, sometimes you get burned by not having that cash control, but if you try to clear cash like Dark Zero did, well, you can get burned just as much.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 spread out. Adrian in his position as strong as ever now.
Have you ever been at Zhangjiajie National Park? Nope.
On his team. Not the lobby though.
Do you know the other Grand Prix for you? I have no idea if that's doable.
A little bit at the start of Clubhouse for him being.
I would have to be fucking up late.
Dark Zero, a position he has not really been in on this new look of his team. It's a familiar spot on previous rosters where he usually plays those hard support roles, or at least roles that are often
basement,
away
right?
from the action. It's nice to see Kino flourish with this DZ team.
This basement, just a big rogue.
WildCard though,
double reinforced strip one with the Valcam inside strip to play rat later, I guess.
3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, now sitting at a dead even 4-4. There's been a very impressive recovery on the side of WildCard here. DZ, to their credit, in the previous round were excellent from droning. This time, they're finding success again, and I don't know if Kansan got that drone or not, but it sure seemed like he saw it. This is information that Dark Zero can use effectively, but just as last round saw, just because you have that info doesn't mean you're going to use it properly.
Yeah, curious what they want to use this for. It does look like it's going to be a top clear, despite Kino's position just outside of Dirt Tunnel. He's eating thorn traps at the moment, but he is relatively alone as his team is starting to kind of clear up above. they can try to just get this util out of here, right? Pop these Goyos, force these players back. It'll open things up for later in the round, which they can use to try to either force a plant through or just provide some extra pressure if they're trying to get a plant down inside of Armory through kitchen or down those main stairs. Not really a roam game. Baby Shark, the last roamer, immediately falls off after he gets droned out, so safely back towards the bomb site. And now you got to worry about this util, Parker. 2 Nitro cells being played by WildCard, a couple of these Goyo canisters as well, the Thorn Traps, one still in pocket for Spiker. Lots of tools and an opening pick. Adrian continues to thrive on this defense, actually kills Kino inside Dirt Tunnel. I'm shocked he takes that fight.
It's a terrific run now for Adrian.
That Thorn Trap breaks that pipe is crazy.
First bloods in a row, and he got a 3K in the previous round too. He's gonna get a bit of a rest as Bolt sits him down. 1 minute to go, and now Dark Zero knocking at the door in the basement. They've got hatch control. Bolts was positioned by that church wall, so decent lineup. They've got more work to be done.
Walker want to fight church. They don't want to give it up. They have no zombie to like put a barricade up on the doorway, so on the table. So
hatch, who is watching over towards
wonder if Dark Zero know that they want to go for catch execute instead.
J9O's rotated around now over
The ace open church makes it kind of signify it's a church blue, but they could just go for fucking kitch after all this. Yeah, Fulcher drops kitch. It's completely free drop. Beautiful take by DZ here, actually.
Earlier action here, Jesse.
Wow, double pistol kill by Newers.
Oh my!
What?
4 kills in the span of 1 to 2 seconds. DZ sure managed that clock, Jesse.
I mean, it's pure aggression coming out from WildCard, Parker. They all choose to just swing out at the same moment. There must have been pressure as that church wall opens that forced those last couple of anchors to decide they had to go for that play. Newers is the beneficiary of it as he just pulls out that pistol, hits the
What was that fake?
2 brilliant kills.
Both was in kitchen, bro.
There must be pressure coming out towards these players, which forced them to go for this pick. Maybe just thinking Spiker's down, we have to get the trade one way or another. A call gets made on the side of WildCard, and it is music to the ears of Newers. He benefits so greatly from that. A triple kill to answer back Adrian's from round number 7, and we're tied again, 4-4.
Yes or no? Do you think we're going overtime?
It's a Vietnamese dip sandwich.
Almost a guarantee at this point,
I said
Parker.
yes or no, and you have said neither of those words yet.
Yes!
Oh, absolutely. Almost a guarantee. Yes or no, Jesse?
I don't think that's a very good interpretation to me. I don't sound like that. Okay, that sounds like me. Yeah, that one I'll give you.
You say one word like it's a full sentence with so much oomph. That's just the way it works here. Adrian really is starting to fit this wildcard team so effectively. I know that there were obviously growing pains with this roster after losing Dash, and you know, Spiker came on BBNO and talked about that and said, you know, we have to play a different style. I have to get used to a different role. We have to pass around certain operators that, you know, previously Dash could play all on his lonesome, but you invest in the future. And I mean, even if they didn't want to make that move, Dash made it for them by saying he was homesick. So why not pick up a guy who just went to the grand finals of the 6th Invitational? I remember when you and I first made our LAN debut at the Montreal Major, and we
I know it's in fucking basement for CC. Is he gonna be an oil pit to kill the guy up Raptors?
One of the worst players in the entire.
He has 2 nades, 2 flashes. It could be that.
He's a world beater, and he is the statistical best player on this wild card squad. What a glow up for him as a player and for his team.
What do you mean? What a glow up for Adrian?
Benefiting from him.
He was MVP at EWC, no?
Do more this round because they just lost Bay, and wildcard will give up first blood.
Yeah, that's an awkward one. You're going to rely on guys
like
Spiker.
Garage angle. There's a guy in oil pick, climbs up. Wow. Gets cut off, though.
But he's the one that gets
they take side off that control. But he's dead. Those Thorn Traps are nuts, bro. What an operator.
Thorn Traps. They're inside the site, but it's a complete mess, Parker. Spiker, another one from inside of Raptors, and it's Faults and Newers in a 2v3 to try to salvage the pieces.
Newers hitting split side.
But without
Bolts gets on CC window.
Util-wise, it's going to be tough to try to work
a player.
2v3
Hard right of him on dark. No Mira right here. Ooh, foot shot possible.
Snap their fingers and kill everybody in the process.
Lit him up a little bit.
Baby Shark now has an idea of where Newers is. He saw some of his ankle get removed.
Any more foot shots?
F2 in Newers' hands inside of construction. Fultz is there with him. So at least you got an idea about them. They have to go through a singular
Baby Shark's
doorway.
just like getting his fucking toes shot off, bro.
Baby
One hop
Shark is
out
fighting
immediately.
back 'cause he knows if he stays
Does
back
get
in his
him.
position,
Bolts no
they'll shoot him
refrag
from
on
the
it.
legs. Nice.
Wow,
vault
well
out
done.
by the Mira of Kansan, and they'll find the final 2 kills. Wildcard deciding, hey, maybe we don't just play passively. Maybe we go for the throat. And they get it. And with it, the lead. Wildcard up 5-4.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Parker. I
just
think
said that was
Dark
the
Zero
first
thought
lad and
they had a
him
bit of a
Jessica
gap
together
after
was
they
low
took
bit. Oh,
down
my ball,
Bay
bro.
over towards kind of down below the site. He was roaming in basement. They said, screw it, let's just go in towards the site. But they didn't have control over Rafters, which False was actively trying to take. They didn't have a whole lot of pressure over on the con side either. It was really just Newers playing that side of the map. A lot of that pressure came up red and it came in through the main breach. And WildCard did a really good job of shutting that down. Spiker in particular, getting 2 kills from Rafters was absolutely critical to stopping that initial push. And then in the 2v3, it just got awkward. It just got awkward, I should say. Dark Zero did have an opportunity. You said it. I mean, eventually the toe damage was going to be enough to take down Baby Shark. But when all eyes are just focused on Baby Shark's feet, Kansan can take that as an opportunity. Jump out the window, get a little frag, get a little aggressive. Absolutely worked brilliant from Wildcard. They don't just sit still and let DZ take their time with that recovery. Ends up going their way. They will take the lead and prop the tack timeout from Dark Zero.
A late tack timeout, but this is, I think, is the right time to use it. You've lost control of this second half. You can still recover, but Wildcard in the lead, 2 rounds away, 6 minutes away from a berth, the second berth in North America at the major that will be happening on North American soil. DZ as an organization has a long history of making it. Fultz and some of the players on this team have been at just about every major under the sun. It would be unthinkable for them to not make it. The good news, DZ fans, is that if you don't know how the bracket works, even if Dark Zero does lose here, they still have another chance. Space Station Gaming, the organization that 3/5, well, more if you include the coaching staff, of this new look Dark Zero departed, is the adversary awaiting the loser of this series. Possible Dark Zero puts 3 in a row, then shoves Wildcard down to the lower bracket for one of the final spots. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. The point is that both of these teams will still play. The winner plays in the very next match. The loser will play tomorrow for one of the 2 remaining spots. The other match, 1 of 30, will play Shopify Rebellion, and the winner of that will go to the major. It is entirely possible, by the way, that we could have 5 Fears, Space Station, 1 of 30, and Wildcard make it. That would be outlandish.
It's been
that sandwich is low-key so good, though.
New rosters.
Yeah, I mean,
holy moly.
It just goes to show how good the rookies have been.
It's so good it has me wiping down my desk. Wait, why is there no sound? Yo, why is my shit buffering?
During kickoff, I mean, it's certainly an accelerated format, but despite that, these new teams have had no troubles getting their act together, putting together some really nice executes, some really nice defenses throughout this stage. Dark Zero still is one of the most experienced teams, even if they are a bit new themselves. How good that to kind of put an end to this if they can trample Wildcard. Trample? It's not a word. Stomp Wildcard.
Trample?
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 Make it to the major.
What trample in
your stream is like 20 seconds behind. I hit the live button and then I'll be 20 seconds ahead.
The same way.
All right, C4 over.
Nitro out, not gonna
Clear out
land
to the CC
some
player.
early
This guy's getting
damage
shot from the
actually
fucking
on a bait. Drone hole, he's getting
drone
shot
hole.
from
Yep.
Parker. He needs a bit of help playing inside a cache. He's got
Playing here to
Kansan
die.
just on his red stairs,
I guess
but
he's
I'm
come
not
off
sure
now.
if
He has
enough.
to play here
He
today.
has to be able to hit some shots here too.
2 rounds in a row. DZ some feet loving going
J9.
on here as they're
What up?
shooting out the toes and ankles of these Wildcard players. Both teams will lose bodies, but
Wildcard caught on their aggression.
Oh,
Oh, ran out of bullets, but they still win. What the fuck is that? Wait, was that a split take, bro? They had a guy in gym window and they had a guy drop Logi hacks. What the hell is happening, bro? That was a crazy take. They hit everything at the same time.
Trampled in a matter of seconds, as you put it, and DZ have tied the game.
Well, blink and you miss.
How shocked would you be if DZ loses and loses the SSG? I'd actually be very shocked. I'd be more shocked than Amady losing, honestly.
While the rest of his team are busy clearing that extension on the other side of the map, Kino at the same time, by the way, drops in through the Logi hatch. So at some point, everybody on DZ just said 3, 2, 1, let's go. The roam clearers sent it, the anchor players sent it. All over the top floor, somebody on DZ was pushing, and it really did catch Wildcard off guard. They didn't know where to look. There was pressure from all all different directions, and it's that kind of execution, it's that kind of coordination that
Vic Van's live way out. Let's fucking go, Vic Van's fan.
We've talked about it all.
They're not beating 1 of 30, bro. If 1 of 30 beat Shopify,
some 1v1s and they've gotten the better of Dark Zero, they have to be able to push together. Like
I mean, I don't even know. I might have to retire coach for now.
As the favorites, this has been a bit of a tough game from them. Wildcard versus DZ, no doubt the hardest match they've played since this roster was formed, but it is still in their control. They still have the power to end this out. 2 more attacks will tell us the result.
Yeah, that is the wage disparity match.
We're going all the way.
That is the wage disparity match. 1 of 30 versus Shopify to make the major is the biggest wage disparity match in the history of Siege.
This is a real gutsy play from Baby Shark. One of those bullets hits his head, and he is dead. One of the most unique aspects of this game is that a single bullet to the head will kill you.
What do you think is the greatest R6 coach ever? Igor.
Past a barricade, and somebody hip fires.
$0 Siege versus $1 million Siege. No, seriously, bro. Literally $0 Siege versus $1 million Siege, bro. Literally.
And they can recoup now. 45 seconds off the clock, still droning.
Spoit 150k a year to go 6-11 against people playing for free. You really think Spoit only makes 150k a year?
Go, watch out.
You need to be able to find these roamers as well, Parker. They know it's an extension.
Spoit could buy my whole family 10 times over, bro. Then again, I don't have a lot of family. I don't really have a lot of family, I can't lie.
NJR is trying to approach just now, worried about these pipes. Kino and the Blackbeard as well, starting to make his way in towards these roamers.
Can't be that much more? How do I tell you, G? How do I tell you, G?
There is a very heavy presence, and Dark Zero will have to be sharp to clear these guys out.
Bay living to die off of this position. NJR the very first kill.
That's a this guy just holy shit, bro. DZ clears are crazy. C4 to get an angle onto the player in cash. He's running away. Wow, Adrian! The fact that Adrian got that shot is literally insane. Literally 2 seconds before getting flashed. That's nuts, bro. Adrian's actually playing out of his fucking mind this game. They have no garage pressure, so this actually works out for wildcard. Oh, plat pressure though. That's gonna help. That's gonna hurt the guy's server a lot. Yep. Azami tries to save him. Bay playing Raptor, still trying to get a pick back. Good pre-fire, Bay. The weapon getting punched. Oh, the weapon got clinched from the window. Spiker comes back up. This is a basement round, by the way. This is a basement round. Chat, this is a basement round being one on the room. They're hitting site. They're hitting site. They're hitting site. They're hitting site. They're just going to hit site. They're going to hit site. They know.
Beautiful use of that.
Oh my, wait, Spiker's so smart. Spiker's literally so smart. Spiker. Spiky Lucas.
Very nearly gets it.
Spiky. Oh my god. 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 He shielded because he knew the guy was on repel. And he won the gunfight against him. 1v1 versus Fultz. Fultz has his Thatcher launcher. If he pulls out a cash shield.
Fultz holding this position.
Spiker!
An incredible play by Spiker, losing all of his HP in the process. Looking for a flank, he gets Fultz's attention. Fultz is a little bit wiser than that. Still looking
Spiky Lucas! Oh my god, he's a shield. He can block. He can block. He can block and defuse. You have a clash shield. You have a clash shield. You have a clash shield.
Timer at the halfway mark. And Spiker will attempt it.
Spiky Lucas?
Fultz swinging on in.
Wait.
Spiker sticking with it. Spiker sticking with it. Off he goes. He does a lot of damage to Fultz. He thinks he's got the down, but he doesn't. Fultz will come back again. Spiker pops up.
Spiker.
This is it. If he hops off, it's
I feel like that was no like.
Held at bay. Spiker.
I feel like that was no composure of Spiker there. I feel like he could have blocked it with his clash shield.
My goodness, Dark Zero.
I feel like he could have blocked it with his clash shield, no?
The two IGLs, the two captains, one
I mean,
on each
okay,
side,
I feel like that was low composure, like 1v1. I feel like he could have pulled out his clash shield. Am I wrong, bro? Pull up the clash shield there, no? Pull up the clash shield, block the soft wall.
He doesn't have enough damage to actually get the down. He thought he was down. I thought he was down to the midst of that part.
Could have just stuck it. Yeah, he also could have just stuck it.
That was start to finish. The 1v1 will take the attention, but this was a bottom floor defense where like 8 players died on the top floor. It was such a heavy commitment to the roam game around CC and Cash. Initially, Kansan Bay and Baby Shark holding up above.
Not everyone has stomping composure. Yeah, that is stomping. A stomping level decision.
The bomb site playing the Clash, saying I want to get involved. He rotates up to try to play with the roamers in the top floor. just an aggressive, messy round from WildCard where they rely on their gun skill. It nearly pays off for them. In the 2v1, Spiker has to play that so perfectly because he knows he's in a crossfire, right? He watched Faults drop oil pit. The other guy's on his blue window. He now has to
or
take
long arm
the
from
fight against
no.
one of those players, because otherwise
Kuzi, he was hitting the longest arm he could because it was like at the top right of the bomb. Kuzi, it was at the top right of the bomb, like closer to the wall. So that's what I'm saying. He was hitting the longest arm possible for a moto push through. He just had to put his shield down. If he put his shield in front of the soft wall, he actually just sticks and wins. But then it forces Fultz to sprint to down the hallway.
Confidently means they're not giving heart palpitations.
Are you gonna watch UPF or do you not care about that match that they're already qual? What's UPF?
I'd like to issue a correction to all Dark Zero aficionados.
Oh, upper bracket final.
You don't
yeah, I'll watch it.
That's just how it works, DZ fans, but you're hopefully accustomed to it at this point.
Chad, y'all want me to watch finals or no?
The loser of this match goes down to the lower bracket. They play Space Station Gaming tomorrow.
Fultz so old, that's messed up, bro. Because back when I was a fan, bro, Fultz was like the young gunner, bro. Now he's the old guy. Yes. Okay, I'll do it, Chad. I'll do it, Chad. I'll go over the Jinxie 1v1 another time, Chad. I'll go over the Jinxie 1v1 another time, bro.
If you will, that qualifies you for the major. NAL Stage 1 will be coming up in a couple months.
I feel like
once the major is done,
they should have known this information. Like they should have had some sort of pressure on Jim before going for this. No.
They need to do it through overtime. Both Baby Shark and Kansas are on the board.
Holy shit, Baby Shark is moving. Oh my god, Baby Shark is fucking moving, dog.
The Frenchman, and with a minute 40 still on the clock, Fultz.
Fast play from DZ completely shut down my wild card. We're going to another overtime.
Jesse.
Holy moly, holy moly, holy moly,
try to talk your team through this. I don't think Fultz gives this an attempt. There is no way he wins this round. He knows that. We know that.
He's hoping for a free pick first. Not giving it to him, though. Everybody on wildcard sitting still, forces the rotate out. I think we're headed straight to OT. Fultz does as well. Is going to call the unofficial attack timeout on the roof. 1v5. Will not give it a try. You're right, Parker. Not even able to fight for that KD. I mean, what a roam from Baby Shark. Entered that round with the lowest kills in the server, 5 and 9, and explodes up to 8 after a massive triple playing around those thorn gadgets, just extended inside a gym. From a player that has had confidence issues, who was incredible last year.
Going to OT, this is a really smart play because it lets him like game plan out like, hey, we're gonna start on defense on OT. We know the side. Let's do, you know, what strat do we want to do? We're gonna start attack. They're gonna do this. Let's think about this. Yeah, it's a pseudo timeout. Is Spoit still in? Yeah, Spoit's still in. He plays to make the major tomorrow.
Separate us from that final decision of who makes it to the major. It has not gotten any easier to call as this thing's gone on.
Can't end the round early as Fultz is still talking through this. Don't know what he's looking at or what this team is going to talk to or talk about. Call Out is not able to be involved in those discussions. That's the coach of Dark Zero, who migrated over from Space Station Gaming. Fultz has basically seen it all. I mean, hell, he's a world champion. Very few people can say that. He's got tons of experience. He studied under Troy, but he's also become his own man with his own identity and his own team that is now, I think you could say, maybe more even successful than a lot of those older rosters that he was on. So he'll try to get the team's head squared on nicely, screwed on nicely. As we now go to overtime, WildCard winning that one very quickly. What was this, 4 rounds so far?
Wouldn't it work with WildCard too? What's stopping them from also talking?
And everybody is dead. I like the tempo that's being set.
What they are going to do next? Yeah, absolutely.
There's been a very fast best of 3 despite how many rounds have been played. And that is because both
teams
have been very quick on attack.
Stompman would have won this. Do you think he's invincible? Dude, on God, Zach would hit the 1v5 right there of the century. The main RTX channel is 10 times more stupid than your shit. That is?
That, to me, is going to play a big part in...
Hard to believe, hard to believe, hard to believe.
Well, Dark Zero got the initial.
A lot of traps here. Wildcard trying to defense now. Dark Zero.
That means Wildcard get the overtime.
Surprised to see no Cade gameplay for Baseman, but yeah, same kind of roam, similar as last time.
So, Dark Zero.
Traps up top. Do they want to go for a CC hold? Maybe they have a setup up here with Baby Shark. So yeah, big roam, big roam. Ying Montaigne, Ying Capital Montaigne. Double shield. It could be something pretty direct.
It was 3-3 at halftime, 6-6 after.
No bad. It could be like blue dirt minimal. No.
See a heavy advantage
could
for
be.
one side.
They don't have Hibana.
You do have to imagine
I'm
when you
smelling
go
a blue
overtime
dirt
and all the
minimal
sites
to avoid the
unlock
roam
once again, that
entirely.
there is maybe a slight edge towards the defenders.
I think that's what it might be, bro.
And last time it was an extremely heavy roam game from WildCard that resulted in almost every single player dying around CC and Cash.
It is.
This time
It
it's
is.
much the same, but
They're gonna.
Dark Zero could be taking a different approach, threatening a bit of a rush here, but tough to say if they'll commit
I don't think
yet.
it's not necessarily a rush. It's more just like a minimal. Biggest thing is CC has vert over blue. They can flank down onto blue, and the blue players are gonna get fucked by that. So what is the move here? Direct pressure. Hopefully, maybe the idea is just to pull the roamers back to the site with the direct pressure. One thorn trap is so much damage.
Holy moly! Fultz takes a lot of damage, and as you can see on your screen, many bullets have found their way towards him. Most of them, thankfully, bouncing off of the shield. At least thankfully for his sake. He now has an escort to walk in this dirt tunnel, but his advance will be slowed by those Goyo canisters now popped.
He just
in
waits.
The tunnel a long 20
Newers,
seconds.
Kino, and JR get in the garage area. There's a player up at CC. I wonder if they know that.
Here in the first round of OT.
Oh, there's a player flanking his blue. The secret player. Window catches it. And the upside down repellers. Because they're trying to fall back. They're trying to fall back. They were up top on the roam, and then they're trying to fall back. They're trying to crunch the roamers.
Two guys dirt tunnel, two guys pushing blue.
It's consecutive streams, not Bowman.
That map control. It was a lot of work last time around.
Thorn trap on his left.
It was very scrappy.
That's a great thorn trap. Doesn't do any damage though. Shield. Ooh, interesting shield actually. I wonder if it's better for the attackers or the defenders. It forces a vault through. He gets through. He gets through. He just takes it. There's a guy back armory too. There is a guy back armory. Plant's going down on Kanon already.
They've got the numbers that they want.
Oh shit, Spiker. That down immediately. Blue dirt minimal works out. No, it doesn't.
Baby Shark will need to clutch.
Still does.
Jack himself. J90 finds the final two. DZ moves back to series point.
Brilliantly done from Dark Zero. They don't have a lot of map control, but they don't need it. That pushing through dirt tunnel, it's not fast. It doesn't catch them off guard, but it's consistent. J90 following up his Monty, getting those picks. Jack is currently first place in the running for league MVP here in kickoff. He has not had a single game worse than +4 on the KD coming into today. Not sure if that has maintained through this best of 3. It's certainly been his toughest contest, but he has been phenomenal since this season began. Makes the job happen over in Dirt Tunnel. At the same time, NJR finding a lot of value blue side as well. So lots of different contributors on the side of Dark Zero. They set themselves up with a
is so good, man.
buffer
ENC
to
lock. I know, yeah.
Set
Jeno is
themselves
disgusting.
Salt
But the
Lake
thing
City,
is,
but
if you
partner,
have
this game has
Stompin'
taught me
and Jeno, I
anything,
feel like they
is that
occupy a
we're
lot of the
probably
same
gonna need all
roles.
15.
Although, like, you could argue, like, he's just so good to the point that, like, he just has to be on that team.
I wanted it.
But I don't know. I don't know what NA would do. Because obviously you have to choose between... Oh, wait. Canadian is Canada. So you have to choose hot and cold, right?
Yes.
Like, it's only hot and cold at Fultz, and I feel like hot and cold more wins recently. You have to choose hot and cold for the IGL. Then Gavini, I feel like you just can't pass up Gavini. I mean, that guy's a world eater. That guy is a literal world eater.
There will be very limited downtime.
Stompin'
of this event.
I feel like you have to as well. That guy's just too good. I think that for sure locks are hot and cold Gavini Stompin'. I just don't know what the other two would be. Like Ambi overlaps Scaven's role, I feel like. You need a shield player. Too. I mean, I guess Matt can play shield by himself, but I don't know.
Gaming, where the winner of SSG versus To Be Determined gets the 4th and final spot. We started with 10 teams here in the NAL kickoff. 2 did not make it to the playoffs.
I actually think Gavin is an underrated top 5 player in the world. Oh yeah, bro. I mean, I'm biased, but like, I made a whole video about him, but like, yeah, bro, that guy's fucking disgusting, bro.
Aside from that first map, I mean, hell, even the first map, Jesse, was all 12 rounds without overtime. So it's been a grueling fight for both of these teams, and despite the fact that it's been a little quicker than we expected of a best of 3,
How is Floppy the coach? That pisses me off too. I don't know how, bro. We have a Swedish coach, bro. The fuck?
J90 playing the Jaeger.
Or maybe there's like not enough coaches in every region, bro. I don't fucking know. Guys, am I gonna be the Team China coach? Type 1 if you think I should be the Team China coach for the ENC. Type 2 if you think I should be the Team USA coach for the ENC.
It could pay off as long as Newers doesn't leave him to die. As long as he can support and fight anybody who tries to walk in from bottom garage. Good Yuto clear still being played with WildCard.
No one's typing 2. Oh, I got some 2s. Let's fucking go.
Jaeger inside our rafters, but
oh my god, it's swinging close. No one dies off that. Oh, fucking they're in! They're in the site. The wall's double reinforced. That's a trade-off when you get the garage guy double reinforcements. Beautiful sight hit by WildCard. Plant going down already.
Look
at the movement. Wait, they stopped. Wait, Plant stopped. Wait, they won the gunfights back.
Has swung this in their favor.
He's planning close breach.
WildCard got into the bomb site.
Makes an angle for his boy Capital.
Thrown out by Dark Zero after finding 2 kills.
There's a vault in now for garage, but the case is on breach. That's the biggest difference.
If I'm WildCard here, Jesse, this is a precarious spot to be in. Fultz, though,
And the run out for default plan is open too.
To exert more influence and open up some more of this bomb site. They just got to get to him because Newers right now.
Looking out both doorways. Will he start planning on the fucking close wall to bait out his response again?
That's the key thing.
Ooh, Capital smokes. Don't bait out any response. DZ cold as a cucumber, bro. Oh, gets the default. Now they have to just swing at the same time. It's all the sink and the bait. Guy hops out. Red. Spiker. Disgusting for his team. Holy shit, Spiker. Spiky Lucas. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe they brought that back. Wow, 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 wow. He sprinted from breach to default plant and won.
From Spiker is the IGL, recognizing the spot they're in. 2v3, good smokes, the ability to start a plant. Nothing on Dark Zero to stop it. When that plant begins, Dark Zero are forced to swing out. Once Spiker gets in that plant position, one
Best years
jumps
of
out
NAL,
the window,
this might
one
be,
pushes
bro.
up
This
red
might be,
stairs,
bro.
and all of those angles are being stared at by the last 2 players, Kansan and Spiker. Kansan's cover was good. Spiker's able to pull off at the right moment and challenge those last 2 angles as well. The captain pulls himself up to 13 kills before Kansan gets the last one. A miraculous game coming out from Spiker on map 3 so far. That was not an easy round to win.
Oh, look how fast he locked in again after that. He celebrated for a little bit, then he immediately locked in and called the next strat. Bar!
Wildcard force 15. How else could this one have ended?
That's bold. That's bold as shit.
Oh
That's
goodness.
bold. Bar.
8-7. Could we see
Full
another
tape.
reverse sweep?
Ooh, that is bold. That's bold. That's bold. That's bold. That's bold, man. That's bold, man. Bar stage is bold, man. Oh my god.
Win the second map in stunning fashion. They did that against M80. They're doing the same here against Dark Zero. And then you win map 3 and everybody goes, perhaps I judged you too quickly, WildCard. We are right there again. Now, DZ could put that plan to a screeching halt. They've got 5 players. WildCard's got 5 players. Anybody's game. Newers is already encroaching on that basement position through Dirt Tunnel. He's doing it all by his own. It's been a bit worrying, Jesse, when Dark Zero has approached some of these maps and bomb sites like individuals and not like a real team. Fultz just droned himself in.
Newers
but
immediately
kills
picking the
Adrian.
basement
That's
player.
a huge first target.
Yeah, the biggest thing is Bar assumes the enemy doesn't know how to attack the site.
Effectively. DZ with a one-man lead.
It's just the wrong call of a curveball. They're playing full vert double cam operators from plant.
The most important round
And the question is, will DZ go for a typical cash over into a stage plant? It's just like when you go cash over, you take lounge control, bro.
This bomb site
I kind of feel like it's impossible to defend, bro. I can't lie. Like, how do you stop that stage plant once you're threatening the vert players above?
Now in a man disadvantage.
Like, if that master door player cannot deny, like, near master door, it's just chalked, I feel like.
Do they try to fight back and get this man count once again, or do they just trust in their site play? They have Bay on the Echo. They've got an ability to just play for this site denial, but they have to wait that clock down.
Like, this is what they do. They do a minimal. They leave this guy to hold the flank up top. They open up the lounge walls. Yeah, they're gonna have Thermite open up this inner single wall. And then that's gonna cut off, like, basically all of construction, so like the hatch. That's gonna open up the stage plant. The only vert that can, like, stop. Ooh, what the fuck?
Give them an opening as well. Still fighting on this top
The only thing that could stop the plant at this point.
Flashbangs will go. Fultz all by himself
He's flooding
in this position,
through.
and he's got 3 people nearby. Newers will die.
Oh, he's trying to pressure them, but the plant hasn't even gone down, I feel like. I feel like Newers didn't need to commit there. I feel like they should have just gone for plant. Wildcard's bars about to pay off, bro. Oh my god, Nick! There's an Echo Drone staring at it, but vert. No one's contesting vert anymore. This is what I meant by Newers to play more passive, baby.
Plenty of time for both squads to pop off.
Is there any
what do you
vert
do
even?
move?
I mean, Spiker has a shotgun. That's
so
the
hard to
thing.
get this diffuser. They're watching it from above too. Don't forget.
Valcam
they've got
shot.
good long angles, and they're on a Valk cam.
The thing is, the
Stop
echo
for
cam
control
is like,
still being held by
Phase off
WildCard
the
now as
cabs.
they have the yellow pings. Spiker knows exactly where this is, but he can't get a good
He's gonna
read
drop.
on it. He'll reposition over towards that.
wow, Spiker!
Oh my God!
Wildcard to the major! Oh
I'm at a loss.
my God!
WildCard win.
Oh my God!
Best of 3 by the skin of their teeth.
Oh my God!
Salt Lake City.
Spiker's actually the greatest. That's back to bounce back.
Spiker's
Spiker's literally him.
Played certainly up there, top 5 for
Spiker's
sure.
literally
What
him.
A game from Spiker, the young captain on WildCard.
Holy
who dashes
fucking
the
moly.
dreams of Dark Zero.
Holy
Far and away
fuck-a-moly,
the best
bro.
looking team in the group stage, falling now to the team that just won't quit.
3 and everybody goes. Unbelievable. The little engine that could WildCard have made it.
Wow,
away.
grand
DC
finals,
goes the lower
WildCard versus
bracket.
5
We
Fears.
still got one more series, so hold on. We'll be right back. Being held by
Phase
WildCard
off the
now as
cabs.
they have the yellow pings. Spiker knows exactly
Oh.
where.
Holy shit, Spiker. That's crazy.